Let us know when.
And we're good.
Okay, cool. Welcome everyone. Like I said, Reese, it's glad you didn't sleep in. Your birds woke you up apparently. Okay. I know it's like 5:30 in the morning for you, so apologies.
She's like, I'm awake.
So good to hear you all this week. Again, sorry about last week. It's just I was dealing with car and house stuff here. But I have a car. I have a house. This is my last day here in the hotel. So starting next week, if I have Wi-Fi, we will have a session reoccurring every weekend day. So if we need to revamp the schedule, let me know. We can work on that. Because I actually have a schedule now. So if this is too early for you, Reese, if we want to like start an hour later, or I start super early and it's the evening time for you guys, we can work something out. Obviously, I'm not gonna worry about it right now. I'm just putting that on the table to think about for everyone. Because that's the reason why Ash. Those of you who didn't realize, Ash had to step away for work, sleep, college reasons. So his character went to get milk and hasn't returned yet.
Yeah, I figured what that was.
Like, of all the explanations he could have gone with, though, the way he said
I was talking to him, and I was like, he's like, I could make a dad went to get milk joke because he's like the dad of the party. I'm like, if you do it,
I know, but like,
you wouldn't do it.
Why'd he pass responsibility on to me?
I don't know.
His in-character reason is you're the most responsible in the group, apparently.
What?
That is true, though.
Hey, don't say what, Ragnar. Don't say what.
Don't say what, murder boner.
Look.
So
I have no response.
Kier's pretty responsible.
I mean, Kier's more responsible than you, and he's shady as fuck.
Yeah, see, Kier's responsible, but however, he's shady and untrustworthy.
I am the sole champion of a god. Okay, you gotta pull some triggers sometime. All right, that's not on me.
Anyway,
Kier has a job.
So you all just returned from
family, man.
the Darkened Mines. The vampires you set free. They're all ran into the back home wherever they came from. And Kier, you made a report. Do you want to tell the party what I told you at the end of the last session?
Yeah. So I made my report. And I was informed that we were all to show up at, where was it?
We name a city capital.
Yeah, name a city capital the next day, or we would as treasonous, or assume that we're like working with them.
For working with the Nameless City?
No, seen as working with like the Blood Cult people.
Oh, okay. We gotta show up for basically like saying we were killing them, not helping them.
I think that would be
It's-
pretty obvious by now. The nuke would have gone off if we weren't there.
Yep.
I think it's more so just concerned is what we know.
I do have music playing if anyone wants to join in.
There is some background sound on Roll20 as well.
Oh.
So I added some music to Roll20 since bots don't work anymore. But if you want to do Jesper's music, that's fine with me. I just have that just in case. Yeah. It's just one song that's gonna be on loop until we move to a certain part later in the session, and it'll change. That'll be it.
Okay, if you have music, I'll turn mine off.
Okay, perfect. There you go. So yeah, so basically you have the rest of the one day you have here to get ready for the big shindig tomorrow. If you want to do the last second research things, cool. If we just want to move on to that part of the session, we can do that as well. It's kind of up to you guys how pacing would you guys want to do.
You must have that really low, because I have like my master music of max, and I can't even hear it.
I have it on
It's
medium,
ambience.
so hold on 1 second here.
Okay.
I'm hearing like ambiance.
There you go.
Oh,
A little bit louder.
Okay, it must be Roll20, just not letting me hear it right now. It does that sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry about
Tracking
it.
It's just
music
ambience.
works, by the way, now. Like
The bot does?
I'm pretty sure. Like I just tried it. I made another server for a game.
It doesn't matter. This isn't like a combat session where music's gonna be super important. This is more RP information session. So yeah, so you guys have the floor right now. Like I said, Kier just got his report back, and that's about it.
So we gotta show up to the capital. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I just need to reload.
Okay, perfect.
Well, I don't really have anything else that I need to do. Any of you?
Not particularly.
Mm.
I mean,
You see him as he's like we're leaving. Like I'm kind of yelling at Dewdrop over here, Water Droplet, and saying, "Why'd you leave my cart?" Basically, I paid you to do a job and you didn't do it. But I'm taking my zombie. I take my
No
zombie.
yelling
And
at the
I put him back in my cage and I lock him in there. And I said, "Well, I have to get rid of this body
Which
to
body
the
is that?
arena. I'm gonna sell my zombie to the arena so that doesn't look weird having
Gotcha.
a zombie walking around."
Do you remember? It's not illegal to have zombies in Asgard. You just risk people running out and attacking it. And
I have
killing
enough people looking at me as a Vecna cleric.
it. That's true. If you want to sell it, you're perfectly fine. If you're just gonna sell it in the arena here in Asgard, you said.
Yep.
Give me a persuasion check. Unless you want to
Right.
just RP out what you're gonna tell them.
Can I assist?
Torbane, would you accept assistance?
Yeah, he's in the arena with me. I'd say we
Yeah.
were down in the darkened mines, and apparently there's undead down there. We were only able to capture one of them because they were trying to bite our hands. They were try to tie him up.
It's very difficult, but we were able to get at least one to bring back.
Well, you're lying, so that's a deceit or a deception check.
Can I make it? I probably.
No, it'd be Torb making it. Do you have hold on a second. Do you have deception, Ragnar?
I do not. I have a +5 to it though.
Okay, so Torb make the check without advantage. Deception check.
Damn.
So the guy who's
necromancer.
so the guy running the little stall who's like taking in monsters, magical creatures, anything that people are willing to sell to the arena, that aren't slaves essentially. He looks at you. He looks at your very obvious symbol of Vecna on your shield. And he's like, "Hey man, listen, you don't have to lie. All right, it's people sell zombies here all the time, even if they make them. It's fine. Here. What creature did you raise, by the way, to create the zombie? Which one was it? Was it the shadow cultist?
Cultist. Yeah.
Okay. He will give you 25 gold for it.
All right. I give. Let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 of us. I give 5 gold to Ragnar, Reese, and Jasper.
you can keep it.
Thank
You can keep it. I'm loaded.
I'll take it.
I take your cut.
Yeah, take his cup.
I'm always down for an extra 5 gold.
Yeah, but the guy he's looking at you like you don't have to lie, Torbane. He says to you because your name is known as you are ranked in the arena. Both of you and Ragnar are. So you are known. You're not like a well-known popular, but like a quick look at the list, comparing a photo, it's very obvious who you are.
Can I ask
So,
this guy a question while we're here?
Yeah, if you're all there together, yes.
Question. Do you guys ever find any like really special magical beasts you use in the arena? Something like a bit rarer than your average wolf or bear?
He would not. Maybe not specifically here, but we have an arena in every country. We get some very, very, very rare magical creatures. Just 10 years ago, someone sold a red dragon egg to us.
Oh.
How much did that go for?
So what?
Well, the dragon egg went for quite a bit of money.
So
I don't know the exact
yeah.
amount, but
So what
it's
arena?
currently being.
Oh, sorry. What arena
Go
has
ahead.
the most of these things?
Well, he kind of like tries to figure out. It depends on like what creatures you want to get. Obviously, it's the world. It's different creatures around you can find in different parts of the continent. How if you want more beasts and those type of creatures, go west. Over there by the coast where beasts are well known. Actually, you've seen the recent reports a couple weeks ago. They started going on a rampage and made it past the barriers and are bleeding into Rosenlee and West Goldak. If you're looking for more magically created beasts that or creatures, you simply have to go to East Goldak. They love experimenting with creatures there. Rosenlee, or not Rosenlee, Conolith will have your more mountainous creatures, rocks, worms, any underground creatures as well. It's just you have to look around. And
In this
do some
world,
research.
worms are not a synonym for dragon, right?
No, we're talking about actual like.
Oh, we're talking like
worm.
purple worms, not the Y worms.
Yes. Yeah, O worms,
Yeah.
not Y worms.
Yeah. God damn you, English.
Wyverns as well are in the mountains. And he says if you're looking for dragons, good luck. They're not common to see. And if you do find one, well, if you make it out alive, I tip my hat to you, sir.
Thank you. Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
So, also, those of you who remember, guys were whenever you did the arena fight in West Goldak, and the fight after the Moss Boss was a red dragon. Just reminding you guys, it was a young one.
No, it was a land shark, wasn't it?
No,
No,
you fought a
land
land
shark
shark in
was-
round 4. After the Moss
Nope,
Boss
It
was
was
a
the
red
dragon
dragon.
because I said I'm gonna solo it.
Mhm.
You all chickened out.
Torb was the only one who tried to stole it, and he just died at round 1. Because
Oh, yeah,
it was a young dragon. And
yeah.
you guys were like level 4. 3, maybe.
I think
I'm
we're 3.
happy with my decision.
Yeah,
So.
because we got the awards and everything. We're good.
Yeah, exactly. So, anyways, just reminding you, all these squares make a circle. So, anyways, yep. So he looks at you all. If you have any more questions, you guys got anything else to sell? He looks at your empty cage cart.
I have a quick question. You mentioned that there's an arena in every country. Are they all owned by the same person? Is this like a market, or are they all separate owners?
No, so ownership is not the right word. He says it's more under the same council who just runs it, the same group of people. Each arena has its own champion, person who's the best in each of those ones. The next tournament is in Asmodon, if you've heard a couple weeks ago. That's happening here pretty soon as well. You compete in each one, you get a reward, and if you win each one of them, well, you get a bigger reward.
Hmm. Okay then.
Boons are obviously the most prized possession we give out.
Oh well.
Thank you.
Anyways, we got more shit to do right now, guys.
If you have
Yeah.
any more creatures, don't be afraid to sell them. Also, Mr. Cleric of Vecna, if you sell more undead, well, make sure they're true undead, not the magical animated ones, please.
Okay, keep that in mind.
Yes. Hey, but you get higher priced ones for the ones that are natural and not held up by magical strings, if you catch my drift.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't
Kind of
our
hard
nat-
to get the real ones out of Blacksville, but with that stupid monastery there. But we'll try.
Well, it is Osgard. Undead are not illegal here, so you can always make them yourself. He says with a little bit of greed in his eyes.
Jesper looks at this and like, oh god.
Well, on that note, I'm ready to go personally. To
No
this
sound to the Temple
I
of
mean,
Vermish over there.
It's the first thing we have to do. Then we can do other stuff later.
Yeah.
Just one thing. Could I try to find some research on that essence?
Yes. So give me a Arcana check, real quick, and followed by an investigation check.
Science system
Yep.
on investigation or either of these?
Yes. If Kier asks for your help, you can. Yes.
I'm
Would you
pushing
ask for
both.
their help, Kier?
Yeah, I think I need to ask for a little bit of help just because we're trying to get out of the way quick.
What are you looking for? Okay.
Information on this essence I found.
Okay, so it's Arcana. Should you want me to do the rolls or do you want to do the rolls?
Oh no. So you would have given him advantage. So you just rolled a 12 and 11.
Okay.
So Kier, just a quick, like I said, it's very quick. You have basically less than a day. You're looking into this, and all you can find is a pretty rudimentary little crafter's book about essences, and it doesn't specify shadow, but it talks about all the different elemental essences that you could infuse into different items, weapons, armors, into yourself. You could fuse them. It's pretty open in it. It's a typed gemstone of raw power. Essentially what it is. So your imagination is your limit. You don't find anything specific listed. You just see, oh, this is what you can do with them. So it's pretty open ended. If you want something more specific in mind, you got to do more research with stronger parameters. So hopefully that answers your question.
Yeah. All right.
You do know they're very you wouldn't realize, I forgot to mention this. They're worth a good chunk of money. The one you're holding, you guesstimate to be between 30 and 50,000 gold
Oh damn.
in price.
That's a gold.
Gonna slip that in the bag of holding for now.
Put that in my personal pockets.
Because of between the Asmodin amulet and that, you guys are just like, let's just keep that to myself.
To be fair,
So-
my reason was I didn't want you to start murder hoboing me.
Here, call dibs.
Screw you. I have 105 gold.
He's gonna use it.
Uh-huh.
So any last minute things before we move on to the next day?
Should I wait on that downtime 1 day thing, or is that gonna come later?
What did you want to do again? I'm sorry,
Just
remind me.
find out which city in Asmodin would be most useful to use that amulet in.
Oh, it's obvious, capital city, 100%.
Okay, gotcha.
It's like you just sit there and think. You're like, wait a minute. It's obvious what the answer is.
Yeah. Okay.
Capital city. It's
Player Chris just wanted to make sure.
yep. You're all good.
Okay.
It
All
takes
right.
like 3 seconds of your downtime. You're making a joke at my own expense. Sorry.
All right. There we go. Well, let's go to this court area so make sure we don't get accused of doing bullshit.
So you all would head to wherever you want to lay your heads at, either at Jesper's Clinic, the Avengers Guild, or wherever it may be. And you all meet up in the morning. Couple questions real quick. First things first. Ragnar, are you bringing Water Droplet with you?
No.
Okay, because he wants to go, so that's why I'm asking.
Why do you want to go?
Well, so the reason I want to go with you is because it seems very important, and if anything bad happens, I want to be there to help.
Water Droplets, you're my living legacy. If something happens to me, the ship is yours.
And
Alright.
as a first mate, it is my duty to stand by you at all times, whether the ship is sinking or floating.
Yeah, and please roll a persuasion check.
DL, make a persuasion check.
Yeah,
And
make a
you
persuasion
need
check.
somebody to lean
no.
on.
He wants to go. You need to make a persuasion check to dissuade him from not going.
Alternatively,
I'm gonna roll
insight.
persuasion.
What?
I'm gonna insight it if that's okay though, just because I
Yeah,
want to
go
see
for
why.
insight. What are you trying to figure out with this insight check?
It doesn't matter, you know.
No. I need to know what are you trying to figure out here.
So basically just why he wants to come. Is it really just because he wants to be loyal, or is there something that he wants out of this?
So
Like, I know he has secrets. I just
with a 5, you're how do I word this the correct way? So you've known Water Droplet for a long time now. It's been what, weeks if not months by this point, not including the time skip. So it's you two are very close, and as far as you know him, he would die for you if you asked him to, like no questions asked. So this isn't out of character for him to say this, to say the least.
I don't know. What do you think, guys? Can Water Droplets come?
Why the fuck not? But more support in case shit goes sideways.
And he was there, so if anybody says that there was another guy that is not present, maybe he'll be charged with treason.
Alright, fair enough. You're coming. Quick question though
How
for
much
all
is
of
he
you.
aware of?
Well, we couldn't tell him about the blood pact thing that happened there, which is what I was about to bring up. We can only bring up so much about this, right?
We found blood cultists. They were doing some weird shit. We don't know what much about the ritual. We did fail the checks. Not in character, but like, I don't know how to phrase.
So just to clarify things for the players, the blood pact you all made was information specifically what you found in the ruins over there near Rosenlee in the jungle. If you found any information outside of that, you're free to talk about it. So the fact that it's there, you can talk about because you found out about it outside of being there. The fact there is a blood nuke, you could talk about because you realized it outside of what was there. Because you found one in the darkened mines. So it's so you can't talk about the person you talk to or anything that happened in there specifically, but like you can talk about the blood nuke because it's public knowledge now at this point to you guys. And you can talk about the darkened mines free of charge. So
Okay, we're good.
second question is for Torbane. Are you going in there as you would normally do, or are you trying to hide anything about yourself?
They already know who I am in this town because we got involved in the Holy War, so I wouldn't have my symbols all the way out, but my shield's on my back, so they're gonna know by walking in.
All right, perfect. And then, anyone gonna do anything else before we go into this courthouse?
Not that I can think of.
Yeah, I'm kind of blanking. I don't know anything.
All right, perfect.
I could cue up Ace Attorney music.
Nope.
Yep,
No.
that works.
All right, let me pull up something real quick here. All right. So the Capitol building of Asgard is located on the north side of the city, of the nameless city. And other than the Adventurers Guild, it's one of the oldest buildings that's been here. It stands 4 feet tall, and Torbane, you would recognize the stone being from the mines, like darkened mines and other places in Asgard. It's local stone. That's what it's made of. Once you all enter the front little area, 2 secretaries would just immediately come towards you and start escorting you further into the building and up some stairs. You would make it up to the
Are they
third floor.
armed?
No, these are like scholarly-looking secretaries.
Okay.
So
Are we allowed to keep our
robes.
weapons?
Yep, they don't tell you to take away your weapons or anything like that. They
Yeah.
just, as soon as you walk in, they just immediately usher you upstairs. No,
Okay, I have my
What?
trident unsummoned, just real quick, just for noting.
perfect. So yeah, so you're led up to the 3rd floor. You go down a hallway and you'll enter a very large room with a lot of people in there. So give me a second. Let me go over who's all in here before anything happens. And then no specific order. The first person you would see, and the only one you all recognize and have interacted with personally, is Thea, the
Okay.
guard captain of the Watchers, which Kier is a part of. As you all enter, she would nod at you all, and it's very apparent she's on edge. Like she's looking at you all, nods, and is like looking at everyone else. Seems very she's not sitting in place very well. She's kind of fidgeting a little bit. Second, that you would recognize but not really know very well is Wookrath Arthric, member of the Heavens 12. He is a dragonborn who is wearing brown robes, and on his shoulder is a squirrel wearing a little metal tiny knight's helmet. Around his neck,
Crap! He has Sir Nuts a lot.
around his neck is the holy symbol to Shantae, and he is standing in a very relaxed position. His hands kind of held in front of him. He seems very relaxed. Next up is a snow lioness tabaxi named Rainbow, member of the Heavens 12. Her 2 signature pistols are on her hips.
Wait a minute,
holstered.
Rainbow Tabaxi? Isn't that from your other game?
Yes. All right. Calm down. All right.
Look, we need to recycle, dude. There's a lot of work building an entire world.
Oh,
And
I'm no
characters.
one to talk. I'm no one to talk. I was just asking.
So she's sitting down. She's one of the few people sitting down. And she has her feet propped up on the table. Her one good eye is closed. She seems bored, but her other eye is replaced with a ruby and can't be closed, so you can't tell if she's looking through it or not.
Okay, 3 members of one of the most dangerous organizations in the world are here.
Well, no, we got Thea, guard captain of the Watchers, and you got so far 2 members of the Heavens 12.
Yeah.
Now you have Ragnarok Redbeard, members of the Heavens 12.
Yeah, like that's what I'm worried about. Like, how many of the Heavens 12 is in here?
Only 3. Only 3 are.
That's still worrying.
Yeah. So he is smiling
sorry.
eagerly as you all walk in, and you can see the holy symbol of Joaquin on his tunic that he wears over his armor.
Joaquin's
I-
the knowledge one, right?
No, it's greed, merchants, god,
Oh yeah.
money god. You were saying something, Ragnar?
Oh, never mind. Continue.
Next, you would notice a human who you don't recognize at all. He's a human man. He's wearing a very business-like suit, and he's looking over paperwork. And as you all walk in, he's like starts visibly sweating, and he's shuffling the papers more, like double checking something, reading it all over again and again and again and again. And then the last important figure sitting at the table that you would only recognize by posters of him is the man who runs the Adventurers Guild, Okir, half orc. He's wearing scale armor made of earthen colored scales. Definitely not dragon because it's just very dull scales. Maybe like a drake, maybe a wormling or something like that. But you would notice 2 axes are on his back. One made of a blue metal and the other of a yellow metal. And that's just people standing at a table. Around the edges of the room are a series of other people in small groups of like 3s and 5s. And after you look at them all, you see them with like symbols of robes or maybe a banner next to them. You realize these are emissaries of every other country in the world, including Black Snow.
Oh yay! This
And
is
Everything
then-
goes back to Black Snow.
Yes. And I'll get to the Black Snow one for you to repair in 1 second. And then to the side of the room is a small cluster of guards. They're all standing at attention, and the lack of any symbol shows these are guards belonging to Osgard. And the guard in the center is holding a very large bag. And it's obvious they are protecting this bag.
all right.
As you all walk in, Woocraft, the Dragonborn with the squirrel, would speak first. The heroes who saved Osgard! Yes, welcome all of you. Please sit down, please. Don't be intimidated at all. These people, don't worry about them. No one's here to hurt you at all. Sit. Yes, sit down. And he would like gesture for everyone to sit down. Very, very,
I found
relaxing type
I
guy.
found a comfortable seat.
I sit down, but I'm ready at any moment to stand up and run.
Water Droplet would stand behind you, by the way.
Yep.
Ragnar.
Good. Yep.
Kier, Torp, would you all sit down as well?
I look at the quality of the seat before I even bother sitting down.
It's very, very nice wooden seats. Like, this is high quality stuff right here. This is where the
Alright.
best sit. Yeah.
I'll sit then.
These
Nothing
chairs are
seems
your
off
liking,
about these seats,
sir.
right?
What'd you say, Kier?
Nothing seems off about these seats, right?
The only that's off is it's made of mahogany, which is a really weird wood to make for a chair. But
That is
you know.
really weird.
it's more of a table wood. But yeah, who are you to judge? It's a brand new city.
You need to steal this wood for me.
Go sideways.
After
Grab the chairs and run.
So we give
Are you saying this in character?
like a thumbs up. And sit
He's
down.
whispering.
Yeah.
Guys, please fucking don't right now.
No, when I got to that in character, stuff goes sideways. We grab the chairs and run.
You would know these chairs are easily worth like 50 gold each, if maybe 100 to someone who really values them.
We could make a new life starting with these chairs.
You've already changed your name once, dude. Just stop.
I know a guy.
After you all sit down and you're all like whispering to each other, no one calls you out on your chair scheme if they do hear you. Woocraft again would speak up and he's like, I understand this crowd of people is very intimidating, but don't worry, we are not here to cause trouble for you. You're not in trouble at all. Actually, we're here for 2 reasons for you. One is rewards, and the other is to include you in today's discussion, if that's
Oh.
okay with you all.
That sounds wonderful to me.
Gladly.
He would not.
Especially the rewards part.
He
Can I smack him?
You can certainly try.
yes, that's my answer. You could certainly try. Do you? Yeah. So,
I'm gonna have Rasul smack just land on his head. Just be annoying. Just make him
Okay,
look way
so-
less intimidating.
So Ragnar, the metal bird lands on your head. and like nests itself there and sits there, unless you
Odin.
try to wave it off. Whatever. What'd you say?
No, I look like Odin. No, I said I look like Odin. It's cool. I'm fine with it.
All right.
Yeah.
So everyone at the tables is, looking you all with their eyes up and down, examining, especially all the emissaries. They're all like eyeballing you all. Torp, the emissary for Black Snow, is someone you recognize. It is a half giant named Ron. He's half giant, half undead.
Wouldn't he just be an undead giant then?
No, he's half giant, half undead.
Oh, because yeah, undead are genetic in that version. Yeah, sorry.
Yes.
I kind of forgot that lore tidbit.
And it's weird seeing him for you, Tor, because you're not like familiar with him like personally. You just know of him. He's one of the how do I best describe this?
Sorry, the medieval town just looped a cow, so I just imagine it in the courtroom.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to change the music for the courtroom. My bad. There we go.
I think I'm just imagining there was like a cow judge.
So.
Oh, I fucking called it.
Yeah, it's Ace Ventura music, or not Ventura, Ace Attorney music. Anyways,
Yeah.
So with Vecna basically being the warden of Black Snow for all the prisoners, this half giant here, Braun, he more deals with the citizens like how you used to be, and other people who are training under Vecna. He's like the head guard captain of the defenses of Black Snow.
I nod to him.
Cool. And then you turn the music down a little bit on your side, Torp, because it is loud coming through your speaker whenever you do speak. Anyway, so you all sit down, and you see there's a couple scrolled up parchments on the table, and then the very nervous man with paperwork starts handing things out. He's like, okay, this is for you, this is for you, for you. No, you two need to swap. Sorry, East and West Goldak emissaries always get you two confused. Here you go, here you go, here you go. And like as the papers settle in front of you four, they're very simple NDA agreements. They're basically very short summary of don't talk about shit that's discussed in this room, especially essentially what it is.
Praying for no
That's
human sacrifice
grinding.
this time.
Yeah, it's just a piece of paper. Nothing seems magical about it. If Arcana checks doesn't let you know if something is enchanted. So
Can I make an
don't.
intelligence check to see if there's any annoying loopholes?
Yes, go for it.
Oh, is that just be a trait intelligence check?
No, it'll be a insight check.
Oh,
Intelligence based insight check.
okay. So I'll roll insight and add +5.
There you go.
Okay. Okay, so 25.
So
Oh
you're
wait,
looking
no,
over
no,
this contract.
no. That would be 24 because I have 1 to insight because of my whiz.
Okay, so you look over the paperwork here, Chris, and it seems pretty airtight. There's like one or two little, not really loopholes, but just omissions. One of which is saying you can talk about this outside this room, so long as the people you're talking to are within this room. But it doesn't cover making sure like no one's eavesdropping. You don't have to ensure no one's like listening in who's not supposed to. It's kind of like one of those security violations. But other than that, it's pretty airtight. Nothing.
Okay, I was just making sure no one
Um,
could use this against my business later for blackmail or shit.
No, nothing like that. It's just more like
Yeah.
it's pretty straightforward NDA. Like you would have any
Yeah.
customer or
Yeah.
not customer, employee sign or anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just doing it like, oh, this is more RP than anything. I'm not really worried.
You're good. You're good.
It's what Jesper would
perfectly
do.
And as you all sign, on the bottom left, you would see the signature of who the lawyer, being Mr. McDonald's.
I
As
think
the
it
man
does-
who's standing here.
Yeah, it doesn't sound familiar, but okay, I signed it.
It should only be familiar to one person in this chat, other than me.
Wait, what?
Mr.
Okay.
McDonald's?
Reese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot
All
about
right. It's something that's nothing to do with this campaign at all. Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna say, my backstory NPC showed up in downtime a while ago.
Yeah, no NPC or anything like that. It's a out of session joke
You-
between myself and Reese.
A little Easter egg.
Yeah. It's actually, if you think about it, it's a 2-level because it's inspired by someone who's inspired by a character from a different campaign.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a 2-level. Anyways, I'm sorry I'm confusing you guys. So yeah, once everyone signs the paperwork, he gathers them all up and he shuffles out of the room to file them away. And then it's very quiet in the room after that.
So,
Um,
zone of
does
truth,
it
we
look
can
like
get this
does it
done
look like
quickly.
anyone's like starting anything, or like looking at us?
It's not really looking at you. It's everyone's looking at each other, including you. Like you're not omitted from the stairs, but like everyone's like looking at everyone else, seeing who's gonna talk first to break this tension. Because you gotta think there's emissaries from every country in here.
Okay.
3 members of Heaven's 12, the Guard of Osgard, the Adventurers Guild of Osgard's captains in here, 4
Then-
people who stopped apparently a blood nuke. Like it's very tensions in here are very thick.
Okay, I'll start then. All right, so we got what? Did you want to start?
No, I was just going to say before you, of course, you're the talker, you do your thing. But before he starts talking, does anyone want to zone? Do you all consent to zone of truth, just so we can make this go more smoothly?
You ask that aloud.
Yes.
When you say that, like 2 emissaries are speaking at once. The emissary of East Goldak and the emissary of Ramsyria. They basically at the same time say, and I was shorthanded for you guys, that a zone of truth is seen as disrespectful. Anyone can ask someone a question, and if they don't answer it, it's obviously not in good light. It's like, for example, if let's say Ragnar, you're in the zone of truth, and they're like, "All right, do you have any ill intentions?" And they're not saying this, but I'm using it as a DM to player example. Do you have
Yeah.
any ill intentions toward the kingdom of Asmodin? And if you don't say no, it's very obvious what the answer is.
Oh yeah,
And then,
no, I fully understand that out of character. I was
Okay.
just asking in character, like.
So they explain. That's how they explain it in character. And they, like I said, those 2 emissaries say that basically at the same time, trying to speak over each other, not giving the other a chance to speak.
Ragnar's
So
more
it's
just trying to show like he's got nothing to hide if no one else does. But yeah, if they're like that, okay. Sorry then, Jess, but continue.
it's everyone here. This is a political session.
All right. Okay. So I understand we're here because we dealt with the blood cult. So
All right.
yeah, I'm something fun to deal with it. All right, I get where our group has come. Look, but I want to know like why is pretty much the entire world being represented right now.
Thea would clear her throat. Well, Woothcraft, why don't you tell them? Woothcraft would nod his head side to side. He's like, all right, well, I was hoping to wait for this bit, but if we must. Everyone else here knows about this but you 4. And he would pull out one of the rolled up pieces of paper and show it out. We found this in the mines. If you look at the map.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
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 Oh no.
Oh no.
Luckily, we were able to decode what the markings mean. If you notice, the fewest is the 2 yellow circles. Those are where the blood nukes were used in the war so many years ago. The 2 bigger ones.
Yeah, because we've been to the West Goldak one, and we knew about Black Snow because of the memories. Out of character.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't say that in character.
Well, no, he didn't use the accent.
The red circles are where every blood nuke was ever passed from, or that we know of has existed. And 2 of which look familiar to you guys. The one in Osgard being the one you all just stopped very recently. And then on the map is the one to the west where the jungle tipple was.
Oh, to the west. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, by
so you look to the
Rosalie.
west. Yep,
But, yeah.
So over there by Rosalie, that's the one in the jungle where you made your blood oath. And then there's the one in Osgard. And there's a third red one that none of you knew about
Yeah,
over
near Golden
in
Shores.
Golden Shores, correct. And then he'll say the blue ones are the ones that are most worrying. These are places the cult wants to strike.
Okay, I have a strange question, and I
Please, by all means, ask questions.
I don't mean to make this sound accusatory, but why is East Goldak the only town that seems to be exempt from this targeting?
Ha! The East Goldak emissary shouts. Our magical defenses are impenetrable. They couldn't even scratch the first layer.
I thought the exact same
Like-
thing, Chris, but I didn't want to say anything. I'm like, okay, East
It's
Goldak's
like
got some
I'm
crap going
looking
on.
at him like, you sure about that?
Yep.
Ragnar would put his
I
hand
would-
up to suggest we're like, just that maybe this is not the best button to push
It's
right
like,
now.
No,
Do you
no.
dare question our defenses?
Considering I'm
We
from
would
there,
never-
yes.
Wait. I want to know if there's
Wait,
a
Guys,
third yellow circle
oh, there is
to the left.
There's another
off the
what?
continent.
third yellow.
The yellow circle? Yep,
Yeah.
there is.
Oh, in the snow area.
And to the west of East Esterbel, yes.
Oh, I thought that was is that not a part of Esterbel?
Oh, it is part of. Well, it's not part of Esterbel. No, it's an unnamed land.
Okay. But can I continue this? Because, like, I'm from East Goldak.
Go for it.
Dude, look. Did we ever figure out a name for the college? Because I only got a placeholder.
It's the Magic College of Magic.
Yeah.
Because I don't have a name and we're just sticking with it.
Considering I was studying at the Arcanum Institute.
That works as well. We can call it the
I'm-
Arcanum Institute.
Yeah, just because, like, come on! I know, like... Yeah, considering
One
I
of
got
those
turned...
things where it translates from an older language to
Yeah.
just magic.
Yeah.
Full of magic.
Dude, I got turned into a vampire at the Arcanum Institute. You're not bulletproof.
Oh, you were tons at the
The emissary. So what'd you say? Say that one more time.
I got turned into a dampier at the Arcanum Institute. The Goldak's not completely impenetrable.
From the inside, no, obviously not for little rift-raft attacks. But if a blood nuke were to be launched, they wouldn't even scratch us. We wouldn't even notice. We'll all be safely asleep and wake up and wouldn't even realize it happened.
What technologies do you have that's preventing this from spreading?
That is a secret for our safety. If I told you, everyone would know about it and then probably find a way around it.
But dear counselor, if the entire world is at stake, you would rather East Goldak be the only place to survive from this continent?
Yes! It's a safe place, and we are more than welcome to vet anyone who wishes to enter for safety. So long as they can pay the taxes and buy the land and pay the rent, they are more than welcome. It's an open country, more or less. But it's a very small country, and not everyone can get there if they wanted to. But, you know, not every place in the entire world is being attacked. Not even half of it is being covered. So it's no worry, for you guys anyways.
Okay, moving on. So, we think all these blue circles are targets. I get the...
That's what Wu Krath would said.
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second. Let me respond to a.
Did
Yeah,
anyone
cool.
insight check or anything? Because I have jack shit for that.
Dude, I have zero insight.
Yeah. Okay. I just, like, give him a pass. Moving on. So, we think all the blue ones... Okay, so, what I'm wondering... is a lot of these, like, I get the ones with cities. Do, like, any of the other ones, like, have significant landmarks? Or, like, are these, like, significant targets? Because the city ones I get. The other ones I don't.
What's your question about the blue ones? Like, what are these different places?
Yeah, the blue, yeah, what are the places? I get the cities. I get those are main, like, capital cities. What are the other places? Like, what's important about them?
When you say this, Ragnar. Not Ragnar. Ragnarok would speak up, the dwarf. Yes, that's who I am here. Well, it will start from left to right, so with the blue circle. The one in Esterbel, that is where a volcano is at. Rosenley is the capital. West Goldak, that circle right there, I believe is where some ruins are at of some sort. I don't really know. Actually, now I think about it, I don't know why that one's circled. But it's whatever. Ramsirith, capital. Oh, that'd be horrible if that thing goes down. All known laws across the world would go insane. Asgard, well, there's better places to attack than here. I guess they're just doing it for show. Maybe that was the place the one in the mines were targeting. I don't know. Asmodin, very awkward. They have two there. Capital, again, big powerhouse here in the world. And then down there in the south coast, that's where the capital of some other country used to be at once upon a time ago. They don't really matter anymore. I guess they're just, again, another test shot, or whatever. Going to Nudak, right there in that circle, that is where, well, this is a little bit embarrassing to talk about. You do know about Nudak. They're all the tiny people, right? Tinier than the dwarves. Well, we're dwarves. We're better than everyone. Anyways, as I was
Did
saying.
he say that out loud?
Yes, he does.
I'm just gonna go. Seriously, dude.
Wow. Wow.
Anyways, that little area is where the, well, how do I describe this? There's a giant old tree there that a lot of the tiny people are born from, the magic there. The more fairies and magical little critters. The two right there by Black Snow, that's where the, excuse me, I burped in real life, not in the, so excuse me, in the,
It seemed very in character.
he takes a swig from his flask. Excuse me. There we go. That's where the two gates into and out of Black Snow are at. So if those get done, all the undead are come floating out there, and the entire world's now doomed. No offense to, well, actually all defense. In Kolometh, the one up there, the lake that is one of the known entrances to the Underdark area and the other Underplanes. Going to the Kingdom of Yimmick, again, capital of Yimmick, the great technological center, and one of our dwarven favorite places to go outside of Kolometh. And then with Golden Shores up there at the north, I have no clue.
All right. So,
I didn't repeat that for any of you guys.
No, we're fine. I
I
haven't.
wasn't going to anyways.
My bird's recording it. That's the canon reason why these recordings exist in the universe.
Oh, I know. It's great. I love it.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, so you're telling me technically, and I mean not to offend any emissary, would this speed nuking be beneficial to Black Snow if they got hit?
A lot of people will be nodding, including the emissary to Black Snow.
They're not denying it. They're just like, yeah.
It would be beneficial to us. Yes, it would.
That
But
explains
it wouldn't
the-
be beneficial in the long run. It depends on which type of people who get out. As for the Vecna, he doesn't want that to happen. He's a very secluded god, as even your friend here, Torbjorn, would to be able to tell you. Again, this is the half giant speaking. And so if that happens, obviously he would be seen as a act of war, and, well, Nudak, Aspiden, Korneth, and Yimmick would in turn attack, and it'll be a giant bloodbath for everyone. More bodies for us, though.
All right. Okay. So we got that. Let's see. If these are all the targets. Do we know of any other sites? Okay, let me get straight. The red ones are where they were launched from, right?
These are all these aren't launched from. These are places where we have found the rituals at in the past.
Okay.
The most recent one being the Dark in the Mines one.
Okay. So can I draw on the map, Chris?
Go for it. Yes, this is free
Okay.
reign of drawing.
Okay.
All the circles are on the map layer, so you're fine.
Okay, so theoretically, the range seems to be something circular. This one in the middle could have been. Oh, wait, that's not a circle! Damn it!
All the squares make a circle.
So let's see. If this is a big area, it could possibly be that this is one of them. And then we have the other one. So we have roughly an effective range. Okay, but assuming, like, okay, I can't math this out properly.
You're fine.
Yeah, because, like, but I'm trying to
We get
get
the
at,
idea.
yeah, I'm trying to get at, so what we need to do is figure out where these don't go. Like, what circle did this not go in? Like, I'm guessing, like, because Esterbel would Esterbel be totally in with the math, or is upper Esterbel, like, completely, like, not in the range?
So if you're asking about range of the spells, they don't know what the range is.
Well, what I'm doing is I'm giving them a theory right now on what the range is by giving them, like, what I'm trying to do is, like, Jesper would math this out with a compass and, like, give them an approximate range based on the sites and which targets were in there.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to see, like, if he can figure out, like, it's not a perfect answer, but it's an approximate guess based on this information.
Gotcha.
How much of West Goldak was affected by the one that went off there?
So if the history log said, from what you know, West Goldak was a desert before the nuke went off. It has been, out of all of them, so there's been a series of these nukes gone off of various sizes. Most of them very small and isolated to maybe a town or village. West Goldak is to this date the largest one that's gone out, probably taking up what is now the country. What is there probably it affected half the country in size. If you remember in your memory, that was the one that took up 100 bodies or whatever. It was the the final one to be launched.
So my question is, based on the theory I presented, is there anywhere that's outside the effective range that's still affected? Like, this is the entire world, correct?
This is the entire world, yes.
So theoretically, almost all the nation is there. Well, if I make this better, except for maybe East Goldak, like there's like we're trying to figure out like where these guys would base up.
Here's the thing: what we're not accounting for is these are crazy blood cultists. Like the one we just this is out of character. One we just faced committed suicide to set off the thing. That what you're assuming is that they want to survive through this. They could just be anarchists and just take the entire. They could launch it from anywhere and just die with it. They don't need to survive it.
Which area is this one again, specifically?
Oh, which one are you pointing at?
It was previously. It was a capital of a now absorbed nation.
See.
Oh, isn't that the Triton nation down there?
Yes, it was.
Okay. Wait, have we considered the fact that blood rituals could be taking place underwater?
Oh crap! No.
Because this is.
What do you mention that, Jesper? Everyone at the table's eyes go wide. Or majority of everyone's eyes.
Ragnar just sits uncomfortably in his mahogany
I'm looking
chair.
I'm looking at this one. This is the only one I can see that wouldn't be affected by my approximate range thing. So theoretically, down here there'd be another one, or possibly in the water.
Okir, the Adventures Guild captain, would point up. What you're assuming that these ranges are correct that you're drawing out. They could be larger or smaller.
Well,
yeah, that is true.
What I'm saying is, I'm basing this on the information I have. It's not much to go on, but we have a complete world here. We could use some scouting parties, right? I'm assuming emissaries have more than just show up power.
None of them comment at that.
Out of character note on the note of them being anarchists, I would like to remind us that thus far they have just been religious zealots, so they 100% would kill themselves.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I understand that you're trying to find it, but I think they might just go down with it.
No. I'm not saying they won't go down with it. I'm just trying to figure out where the next ritual site is, and this is the only one that doesn't fit any of my theories right now.
Rainbow, from her slightly sleeping position, would stretch. All right, I'm done. I guess I'll share my piece of information now. I'm tired of you guys arguing.
We weren't arguing, but please speak.
No, you're arguing. I don't care.
Now I'm arguing.
You want to argue? I'll argue with you. She pulls out her gun.
God.
She doesn't point at anyone, but she just draws it, and everyone else in the room puts their hands on their weapons.
Yep, Ragnar would just like non-threateningly would just like do the thing where you hold up one hand with like the Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, and then everyone's on edge. Woocraft would put his hand on Rainbow's shoulder.
Stenographer, please take down that she pulled the weapon first. If everyone else dies here, she started it.
Yeah, I started around. Fucking finish it. And Woocraft's like holding her down in her chair, like easy, Rainbow, easy. We're not here to harm them. All right, calm down. You said you had something, Rainbow? He asks very politely to her. And she huffs. Fine. And she'll pull out a book from basically nowhere. She'll throw it on the table. You all missed this whenever you went through the cave. And then when she says this, the Thea would look insulted, like, we didn't miss anything. What do you mean? Where'd you find that? She's like, for me to know. You guys not to find out.
You withheld evidence from the destruction of this world. And you're being
withheld? No, my dear Triton. I'm showing it now, aren't I? I was giving it a read over while I was waiting. Here, take a look for yourself. It's there on the table now. It's not withholding it.
I'm gonna look at it.
Yeah. You would see it's a book that's For you, Jesper, you would be able to best recognize what this is, and it looks like a mock-up of a recipe book,
Oh.
but for rituals.
Oh no. Oh
And
great.
it's basically someone deciphering the the blood nuke ritual.
Oh, I'm getting FMA flashbacks here.
And there's some highlighted parts that Rainbow have left, a couple notes. And as you're looking through it, Rainbow will speak. I'll save you knuckleheads the worry of reading it. The important thing to note is the number 100 means jack shit.
All right. Number 100 means jack shit. We already knew that, didn't we?
But we didn't know why it was worthless, which now, thanks to me, you do. You're welcome, everyone. I'll also take my own rewards.
Okay, wait. The number 100.
Yeah.
Just the number. Okay, what is that? Well, I have no clue what that means in context right now. Character, Chris.
Yeah,
out of character. I'm
She
like
would
very
sigh.
No, out of character.
She would-
Chris doesn't. Do we know that out of character?
I don't know. Do you know that in character?
I don't even remember
You should.
100 being brought up. Like 100
I
sacrifices.
don't know it in or out.
Yeah.
But didn't we know that he only used 4 when we went to the memories?
No, we were the final 4 in the memories.
Okay, so there's no required amount.
It's about the quality over quantity, she says.
That explains
of
the
blood?
vampires.
The more powerful the blood, or the source, the more powerful the nuke. And as she drops this news, everyone in the entire room just goes ballistic. Like, everyone's arguing and, like, freaking the fuck out, because they were more, like, worried about, okay, we lose 100 people, they only need 100 people, it's very hard to get 100 people and ferry them for a sacrifice ritual or anything like that. It's a lot of people. But
Okay.
now, if rumored you could have maybe, like, 7 really strong people, that everyone's going ballistic now.
Okay, I'm going to cast Enlarge on Rasul and just have him screech to quiet everyone down.
As soon as you cast the spells, someone you don't realize casts counterspell at 9th level.
Ugh, I'm just trying to
I
quiet.
just looked around for who just wasted a 9th level on.
You don't know. And also, they didn't know what Jesper was going to cast. As well.
Okay,
They
wait
didn't
a minute. I have something. Okay. Okay, so I can make a quick object as an action, and 25 words of text.
Oh, this is bullcrap. Just fires an Eldritch Blast into the sky. Just quiet everyone.
Counterspell.
You can't.
Yeah.
Can you counterspell
You can't
cantrip?
counterspell a cantrip.
You can counterspell a cantrip. It is a spell.
Ooh, what? No,
Okay.
it has to be a leveled spell. Let me look at counterspell real quick.
You can. It's as long as it's below level 3, and a cantrip is below level 3.
Okay,
I looked this up before the
so
session.
I'm going to make object continually emits your choice of an odor or a nonverbal sound. I am going to make a quick stink bomb and just make everyone go, "What the fuck is that?" and calm down.
This is the.
This is magical tinkering.
Okay. So does it say how long it takes to make that?
As an action.
As an action? Okay, perfect. So you start whipping up a couple vials to make this horrible stink.
Oh no, I
bomb.
can just touch.
Yes,
I can just touch.
apologize.
I
You
can just touch
ca-
something for this.
You can counterspell a cantrip. Sorry.
Well,
You
I was
can
trying to
do
give you flavor as an alchemist.
Oh, yeah,
Sorry
sorry.
for trying to give you.
I
I'm
did-
sorry to enhance your character.
I did-
Gosh,
I did-
apologies.
I thought you were like saying this would take me more than an action. My bad.
No, it will take you an action.
Yeah.
And you pour like 2 different vials together, and this strong odor starts emanating across the room.
And I just like throw it in
only
the
a-
middle of the room.
Yeah, only a few people react. Obviously, anyone of high power just is unfazed.
It didn't work
You
either.
4. Well, hold on, it does work. I'm getting to it.
Yeah.
But like a lot of the emissaries do start gagging and coughing and stuff.
Okay, so when they're when they get to lower, it's like, "Are you done freaking out?"
Woodcraft would pick up the stink bomb and just crush it and put it in his pocket away. And he would look at you and just shake his head like, "Easy, Jesper, easy. It's better let these bureaucrats just argue it out sometimes."
I know, but dear God, I didn't expect a whole room of panic. Panic's not gonna help any of us.
He would shrug.
Well, I should really discover if my people actually did have an ocean dwelling at some point. That might
What
become
the?
very useful
Dude,
in
your
the
mic
future.
is going weird.
Hello, check.
There it goes.
Sorry.
Sound like you were muffled under a shirt.
No, he's just said, I should really discover if my people did have an oceanic dwelling before they came on land. That might become very useful in the future.
All right.
People are like glaring daggers at you, Jesper. By the way, for your interruption.
Like they were all just like it looked like people were getting on like throat slapping, right? That's how I interpreted the description.
They were just arguing and yelling. They weren't like attacking each
British
other. Or anything
Parliament.
Okay, I thought it was like panic screaming matches.
Like that.
No, British Parliament.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
no,
my
They
bad.
all think they're superior race.
But they are glaring daggers at you for your stink bomb. So,
Okay.
again, the room's a little bit more quiet. Rainbow's back to just half asleep is what she looks like. She's just like, I don't give a shit anymore. I shared my 2 cents.
Where's Rainbow from again?
Where is she from?
Yeah, like why is she so calm?
You don't know. She's a part of the Heavens 12.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Question.
Yeah, so
can I look
Ragnar Redbeard the dwarf, Rainbow the Tabaxi, and Woocraft the Brass Dragonborn are all Heavens 12 members.
Can I tell if the book was like recently like magically reformed?
Do you have a spell that can do that? Because a check will not give you that.
I have detect magic and it's prepared.
Well, do you try to cast detect magic?
May I question before someone counters something again? May I cast a spell in this book? I'm curious about something.
A series of no's resound through the entire room.
I'm just trying to detect magic. Does anyone know if any spell has been casted on this book?
One of the emissaries says, "Ha! That's what you want to think," and then next thing you know, you cast Fireball. There's no spells being cast in this room, no matter what.
You all seem pretty high level. It doesn't seem that a fireball would actually do you much harm.
Ha! That's what you.
Because like
We're actually weaklings.
The thing is, like, okay, does this look similar?
Level 3.
Question: does this look suspiciously similar to that book we found that was faded underground?
Yes, it does.
I knew it! Look, what I'm saying is this book looks very similar to a book we found near the cult slayer that was destroyed, and it looks like it's been restored. I just want to know if this has been a restored book.
Rainbow, with her eyes closed, just says, "It was." You're welcome, by the way.
Thank you. That's why we left it. We couldn't do anything with it.
Bea kind of like leans over to Kier, and she's gonna whisper something to you real quick.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me PM you real quick.
It's a passive perception of 20 to hear it.
Yep, nice.
All right. Okay. So do we have?
I would like to note it is her job to deal in secrets.
Okay.
I would hope she knows how to whisper.
So I don't think you understand the language. So I'm sad that you wouldn't understand what they're saying. Torp. You don't speak the same language as she's speaking to Kier. So
Okay. So now here's my question: do we have an idea of what we're actually going to do?
What do you mean? Woocraft asks.
Well, clearly we have a blood cultist problem, and they're trying to access more of these magical nukes. We need to have some kind of organized front to at least scout out these weird areas where we have likely more cult activity.
Oh, well, yes. That he pulls out like a little checklist of the topics. He's like, well, that was going to come up eventually, but I guess we could talk about it now.
Well, like, I felt like after a book explaining how to kill people, that would be the next topic. Did you have a list in mind of how we're going to proceed?
Well, I would like to do things orderly fashion. He glares at Rainbow, and everyone else, but well, it didn't go to plan apparently. He just like throws the note to the side.
I apologize. I understand that paperwork can be tiring and not being appreciated is annoying.
Wow.
I'm a businessman. I appreciate his pain.
Get a room.
Okay. So, now, do we have anyone here who has enough to support and enough disposable resources to support maybe a scouting party or a scouting wing of the guild?
Woocraft would gesture to everyone. Well, that's why we're all here, is to organize this. However, with the new information gathered, now we need to rethink everything. Thea, after whispering to Kier, would be mid-sentence to you, Kier, and then stop talking. And then she would raise an eyebrow and be like, wait a minute. Kier, didn't your group do a certain task for someone very recently involved with gathering strong-blooded people?
Was I here for this one?
Yes, you were. This was the West Goldak escort quest from the desert.
I thought that we were just getting a package.
You remember it was a person inside?
I don't think they ever found that out.
We never found that out.
Oh,
Like,
shit.
only Kier found that out. Only Kier knew about that.
Oh.
None of us ever knew there was
My
a person
bad.
out there.
Yeah.
I didn't know that any errata characters.
Okay, and now the person was Lilith.
What'd you say?
And the person was Lilith. I'm just making a joke at the last time this happened.
No. So yeah, so she asked you, Kira's like, didn't you and your people or your friends here do something for someone?
Yes. Did we ever figure out where that package went?
Where she would say, we know the box stopped in Osgard, but whatever's inside, we have no clue. Aren't you on a task related to this something very recently? I can't remember. She said.
Yes. I was undercover in Newton.
She nods. Well, you may need to go back, apparently. And everyone else is like looking at Thea like, what the fuck are you talking about? You know,
Yep.
more secrets, dumb shit, whatever.
Ragnar's looking at Kier like, what the heck?
She would gesture for you to Kier to explain it to your friends.
There's a man. One of his names that he's
Mr. Schultz.
what is
Not yet.
alias is this?
Not here.
Oh,
Later.
I
It's
mean,
probably best we
alright.
don't know. No offense to everyone in the room, but in light of the recent information, you are some pretty strong-blooded individuals, I suppose. Probably best not many know.
Ragnarok's like, ha! They can't kidnap.
Ragnar, would you shut the hell up, please? Like every time I say something.
It's not my fault we have similar names. I just have to prove myself better than you. He doesn't say that, so I'm just memeing at that. I'm sorry.
No, that seems pretty in character for him to say, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to stay quiet because I've taken over the conversation too much.
Sorry, Kier, as you were saying.
He was just gonna explain it, but then was stopped as once again, Ragnar does not want to overshare, I suppose.
Yeah, no, without a character, I don't think we can trust anyone in this room, really.
Which is
I don't.
fair.
Yeah, because they could spread it to others, so it's better that we just go somewhere, put a dome up, and then you tell us there, so it's just us. That is assuming none of us are doing the blood.
Joke's on you, it was Ash this entire time.
Ash, you said you were getting milk.
I
What are you
was.
doing here?
To feed the people that were sacrificing. We need strong bones to make strong bone marrow to make more blood. Which I made a joke with him about that. I was like, it's gonna be sus because you're pulling an Azar again. You realize that, right? When Azar went, to be
Aventhoth, yeah.
Aventhoth's little disciple. He's like, oh no. And I'm like, and you're pulling the Azar magic thing because you're mastering fire and plants and you cast magic and
Just strap him down.
I'm
and
like, you're
you with the big
doing
bad
it all
hat?
over. You're doing it again. He's like, oh no. Typical Connor, like, oh no.
Oh no. Just like, I don't care. Oh no.
He's like, oh well, anyways. So with Kier not sharing the information, a lot of people are like, well, out with it. Come on. What are you holding back?
He'll look at Thea.
What'd you say? What?
He'll look at Thea, like trying to get a read of this Jared here.
They just gestures for you to make your own decision.
I will investigate it more to verify that the information is actually worth noting.
The emissary of Estebel's like, well, you're keeping secrets from us. How are we supposed to make a better plan to protect everyone? If you know
the
someone's
story-
involved with collecting people, or involved in this somehow, you should tell us.
Well, I'm not sure telling you constantly names.
Gotta give us something.
Shadier sides of business. Be on the lookout for people trying to kidnap you.
Also, I just want to point out this feels very close to religious persecution. He serves mass, and I feel like you all are really
Allegedly.
hopping on that right now.
Do we know
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Out of character, no one knows that in character.
I thought we knew that. How do we freaking not know that by now?
No. He did try to put the thing on the shrine when everyone was in the room.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I.
They would
Okay,
be able
that's
to
fair.
make an inference.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
Okay.
Okay.
that is
Yeah. I'm gonna let them
allegedly.
take care of that.
Allegedly.
Just allegedly.
Allegedly. In theory.
Possibly, according to some rumors.
I think we're getting off track. The important thing is we need to go to these sites, investigate, take them down. We might learn more there. Who here has resources for this?
In one of the emissaries like, what sites? Investigate where they're going to attack.
Yes, the blue circle detonation sites.
Okay, well, you were standing in one of them.
All right. So is that going to counter spell me again, or can we cast detect magic and start looking around? Ragnar actually starts to
I
sweat when he
don't-
realizes he's
I would
sitting in
like
a
to
circle.
note. I would like to note the shrine in the Adventures.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's an issue.
So
Ooh.
you bring that up.
Yeah.
A few people look at you like, who the fuck is Lilith? It's basically the majority of concession of like, what the fuck is going on? Who's
Oh,
Lilith?
that's the ones they guy worship. Did you guys not
Who
know?
worships?
The blood cult.
Blood cult doesn't worship Lilith. Blood cult's just a blood cult. They
Wait.
worship some vampire dude.
Yeah, that's just a fucking lie.
Like,
Well,
we're-
just throwing out there, the guys you fought in the Darkened Mines was shadow cultists, not blood cultists.
Oh.
wait. So the shadow cultists were helping the blood cultists? Because we went down and found the blood ritual, right?
You found the blood ritual, yes, but there were no blood cultists.
So why were the shadow cultists help? Wait, so why the? Okay, so wait, we're talking about the blood cultists, but why were the shadow cultists conducting a blood ritual?
Excellent question. Someone says.
Because the ones in the mine we fought were all shadow cultists, but we also stopped that ritual. Now okay, so we should still look into Lilith because apparently they are still involved.
That sounds like a good idea. Someone shouts from in the background.
I just have the support of random bystander dude.
Random bystander number 7 says, "That's a good idea."
One thing,
Every
in my
cast
previous
member's
research
important.
into the Darkin family, were there any mines at any of these locations?
Wait, would you say it one more time?
In my previous research to the Darkin family, were there any other mines at any of these locations?
No. So the only Darkened Mines was the Red Circle.
Okay.
Every other mine was in Coleth somewhere. You know, that's because their family business is in Coleth. So yeah.
Bane will be playing, just sitting there quietly. He speaks up to and looks at Justin and says, "What do you know about blood cultist?"
You ask everyone in the group.
No, I'm yeah, kinda.
Okay.
See what everyone's take is.
Ragnarok would speak again. But that's why he's here. Well, the blood cultists are a very old group of individuals. They pride themselves. And they're looking for pure bloods. Is what they call them. He uses air quotes. People of true lineage of their race or people or family or anything like that. They date back to years and years, even before the first blood nukes went off. They have ties with anything almost. Undead family houses. They've been seen in the colleges in East Goldak. They popped up in tournaments. They popped up everywhere. But only in rumor and until way after the fact that we've discovered them. So
Okay.
But you were correct. They use blood to empower themselves. Instead of person like Vecna, we preserve life. We want to live forever. They just want to empower using blood to power whatever. So is it possible the shadow cultists have gotten this blood ritual book here to learn that maybe they can use untapped potential to empower their spells?
say that one more time. Sorry, I was reading a message from someone. I apologize.
No, you're fine. I basically just said that. Is it possible that the blood cultists use blood to empower them their spells? Is it possible the shadow found these books or artifacts, relics to teach themselves how to use blood as a means to empower their shadow energy?
A lot of people shrug. It's possible. It doesn't mean they work together. It could just mean the shadow cultists found it and is using it for their own means.
I would like to note that this sites, like this map of sites, was found in the Shadow Cult workings. So it's perhaps with them that we're dealing with as the issue.
Everyone
Unless
kind of
they're-
agrees with that mindset. Yes.
Unless they're, of course, allied with the blood cultists.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And
That's
then
also the general consensus. So long as
Yeah.
it could be they are working together, or it could be that, like Torbane here suggested, that the shadow cultists found the weapon schematics, are using for their own reasons, whether that might be. But that begs the question, and Woodcraft would point the entrance to the Underdark. Why would they attack one of their entrances to their home plane?
Well, that's more as the both, is it not?
Well, it's layers. It's like a staircase in a hotel. You go up and down multiple floors to go to different sections. So you go down to the top layer, which would be the Underdark, where drow and spiders and all the other creepy crawlies go, and you go down further. You go to the plane of shadows, and you go down again. You go to the plane of death. Go down, down, down until there's nothing.
Hmm.
I have
Okay.
ideas out of character, but Ragnar would really have nothing in character right
Let's
now.
see.
We need to
Okay.
share out of character. Go for it, man. Go for it. This is
Okay.
the big giant brainstorm. This session is meant to be the beginning of phase 2 of the campaign. So
Okay.
don't be afraid to hold back here.
Wait. Does anyone have any missing individuals of significance? Because now that we learned that blood is quality over quantity, does anyone in your governments tend to be missing? And I look pointedly at the Asmoded one,
Asmodin one.
Asmoded emissary.
Uh,
Crap. I'm a strong-blooded
People
person,
shrug
aren't I?
and shake their heads. Give me a insight check real quick
Shit.
with advantage.
Because it makes sense.
You get advantage. You get advantage.
Yeah,
Don't
I know.
worry. Don't worry.
I'm still fucking worried. Insight. 15. Not terrible.
It's not obvious, but you're able to tell a lot of people have a slight face of like panic, like "oh shit, he knows" on their face. A couple of them do, but verbally, everyone's saying no and shaking their heads.
Out of character, what are you referring to with that? Just so we're on the same page.
The guy
when
who gave me
Chris-
the amulet.
No.
I
So
gotcha.
no. So Chris asked in general to everyone, "Is anyone missing powerful people from their countries?"
That he was focusing on.
And he was focusing on Amazmedin. And I'm telling him, out of everyone, one or two people of me as the DM saying it's not important who has a face of panic, as a face of oh shit he knows, as if Jesper knows the answer is yes, there are people missing, but everyone's playing it up as saying no because if a country admits, hey, a strong person in our country is missing, we're now weaker defensively as a country, that's
Gotcha,
a bad political move.
Okay, so that's happening. I feel like I'm painting a giant target on my back in this whole session. Okay, but so
Join the club.
there was no.
We'll take care of your gold if you die. Don't worry.
I'm glad that wasn't in character, because I would have fucking
Mhm.
poisoned you.
No, Ragnar's not greedy.
Yeah. Okay, but so there was no one specific. It's just kind of everyone said that.
Yeah, so everyone's saying no out loud. Like no one's admitting that people are missing.
Okay,
However,
but like
there are
yeah, but
3 or 4 people that do have a face of oh shit he knows as if people.
Can I single those people out and make a list?
Again, it doesn't who they are specifically doesn't matter.
Oh,
But
okay.
you want to single them out, you can, yes.
Okay,
If you call them out, then you can, yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna call anyone out in public because Jasper's smart enough not to make a terrible political move. Yeah. If you would prefer to discuss this in private, I have a shop called I'm a shop in here by the Gray Zone. If any of you want to say something that you'd rather not in the room here, I'd be glad to listen.
No one responds.
We're going to need,
Yeah.
for starters, just everyone at this point should get amulets of non-detection. Everyone in this room, that is, for your families, for everyone. Any conversations we have now could be watched. They could be. Is someone? I should have asked this. Did someone cast non-detection before we came in here?
Mookrat would speak. This entire building is a giant area of non-detection. Not
Great.
even a god could scry in here if they.
Good.
So it's safe. Trust me.
But I understand the negative possible penalties of that, because if they do get kidnapped, then we can't find them. But I feel like they could just get around that in other ways. Basically, we're all at risk here, and not necessarily us four, but all of you. So two things that need to happen.
You would remember you all signed an NDA, so.
Yeah.
I believe Ragnar's on the voluntary giving of information.
I see what you're saying now.
Yeah. No, sorry, I wasn't even connecting. I'm like, I don't know how that applies. Yeah.
I see what you're saying. So several people like nod and like agree, like, or seem as if they already had that under their plan. You would notice a few chains around some people's necks that may or may not be amulets of said kind.
Wonderful.
So.
Second, I think that this honestly is going to require more research. We can theorize about it all day, but we need to put a plan into action. We need to do it now. So first, I think we need to increase some kind of security around these strong-blooded individuals. That's number one. Two, actually, this might not even be another step, but do we know specifically who can be referred to as a strong-blooded individual? Is it just, and this is kind of me asking out of character as well, is it just like high-level characters have a stronger blood? Is it certain races? Is it certain lines or lineages?
A little bit of everything. So high levels definitely, because higher levels mean more powerful people, so stronger blood. Pure bloods like yourself.
Yeah, I know.
Blood of 2 different families are pretty strong. You know, it's those with boons definitely gonna be stronger than if you're level 5 with 10 boons and you got level 20 with no boons. Level 5 is gonna be stronger because they have more magical enhancements to them. Things of that nature. So it's just stronger. It's just stronger as a general term, people.
Okay.
So, but you also I think remind this. I'll let you players think about this. They can't just grab the fucking tippity top #1 person in the entire continent.
Oh, they absolutely can.
Well,
the 5e has many ways you could do that.
They could attempt to, but you gotta think if they grab that person, A, it's gonna be obvious he's missing, and B, they're gonna fight back. So you there's gotta be like a middle ground somewhere of strong, but also capable of being overpowered by other means.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say about. That was my next point of not next point, but more talking about. Okay, not so much them because they're like I'm assuming 20th level boomed up, but
the
line.
The Heavens
like,
12? Oh yeah, they're level.
Yeah.
They will be on par with end game of your campaign, maybe a little bit stronger.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm talking more about like their lineages, anyone with their bloodline that could be very easily taken. So security measures for them. Definitely.
I believe a focus of one of the common targets was gladiators previously. Unless I'm mistaken.
You are correct in that. Yes. Right. So winners of gladiator tournaments were definitely targeted by your investigation.
Yeah.
All right. But two, I think we need to just keep on disrupting these rituals and find more. Like
There's not much we could do. We're sitting around talking in circles, but we don't really know anything for sure yet.
A lot of people nod and agree with what you're saying.
So, what I propose is we authorize my group's one. There has to be others like us who are willing to fight. We go to these locations. We look around. We keep in contact with each other, secretly, of course.
Mhm.
Find out more, and if there is a grand alternative, we can figure it out, disrupt the sites.
Has anyone investigated the Golden Shore site?
Ragnar would speak up. Oh, well, that's the old one where the attack on Black Snow came from. It's been known for a long time.
What was it before? Was it any place of note beforehand?
It's just a carved out chunk of underground area. It's historically means nothing. The only thing weird, it's on the border between Konolith and Golden Shores. Is the only weird part. Ragnar would say.
I think we should investigate. Here.
That would be the west entrance to Black Snow. And that'd be the east entrance, Black Snow.
It seems that the attacks, or like they're trying to start them from borders, as to maximize damage.
Going back to what you said earlier, Kier and Ragnar, Kier would speak up. Actually, I have a great idea for you guys to do. Funded, of course, and approved. There's Kier, you mentioned they were targeting gladiators, winners of tournaments, right?
Bait.
Want us to be bait?
Bingo. There's a tournament in Asmodee coming up soon.
Oh, I'm even more bait now. And as he says that, he looks at the Asmodee officials just to catch a quick glance. Do they know who I am, or am I still
visibly,
cool?
they're good, strong political leaders. They have very good poker faces. Obviously, and also they don't care.
Okay.
Okay, good. All right,
Can
that's
we?
good.
It's like, all right. Then can I ask for one request?
We're gonna need more than one request, but you go ahead and give yours first.
Maybe. What is it you ask?
Why don't we take one of the? We have 3 members of the 12 with us. Rainbow, since you're so bored, do you want to come with?
No.
If I go with you guys,
No.
you guys won't be targeted. They're scared of me. They wouldn't even come within a sniffing distance.
I got the sense she was a rogue or something. My bad.
No, she's more ranger, artificer.
Oh, so she can't sneak around.
Well, she
no,
can.
it's like the if you played KOTOR, it's like the thing of like, oh, don't send Jedi Masters because they attract attention, kind of thing.
Yeah.
You don't send your most obvious person as bait because it's obvious they're bait. So she goes there as part of your team, quote unquote. It's gonna be obvious it's bait. It has to be you 4 going air quotes undercover.
Yeah. Part of this is me being suspicious about the fucking book. Yeah.
Free to do as you wish.
Yeah. Well, okay, sorry. Hey, if you don't ask, you never know.
And she shrugs and goes back to sleep.
What provisions are you proposing to provide us?
Well, and Wookrath or Okir would gesture to the guards. When we're done here, you'll be plenty provided.
So what else do we have to do?
DM checks his notes.
Yeah, like, what's next on the docket? Who's the guy who was obsessed with
I
paperwork?
believe his suggestion, as he got cut off, was about to be for us to go to the tournament in Asmodee as bait.
Yeah, I thought that was established.
Yeah, no, that was established. Now we're asking, okay, what do we get for making ourselves?
But he said leave that till later. So we were asking, wait, so what's next on the docket?
Yeah, it's like, come on, we're being bait for terrorists. We got to get something out of this.
Well, also we need our payment for the previous job that wasn't really given.
No, so the bag has all your rewards. It has multiple layers of rewards, including the DM prepared rewards of you accepting the mission. So, if the players don't have any more questions or anything to point out, the DM is done.
Okay, so is the meeting like in character over?
If you, the players, don't have anything else to point out, the NPCs do not.
I can't think of anything. We've already said the underwater shit. I felt really smart doing that, so I'm not gonna waste this high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. I
Bane
mean,
would step forward,
Yep.
Oh.
What's up, Bane?
and he would walk up to the head table and take 2 of their cups.
Yep.
And he would feed off of what Reese was saying about Black Snow could be a good target.
Yep.
See this area here? He takes 1 glass of his water skin and fills up a glass. One by itself makes a small little. You can see the water puddle on the floor. But a chain reaction of a cluster. He fills up 4 glasses. One by one, dumps them. The ricochet, the ripples just kind of spread the water farther and farther and farther out. To me, as a strategical advantage, one little chain reaction down here could have detrimental effects. Like you said, Black Snow gates opening up to the undead, killing more, blood being spilled over the lands.
Mm-hmm.
As it takes Vecna and he looks at Brahm, myself, to regain control would take eons potentially.
So you thinking they're going to attack everywhere at once, not just one at a time?
Well, he's saying like more like if this
Open the
goes off,
floodgates.
that's
Or
gonna
trying
go
open the
off.
floodgates.
That's gonna go off.
Well,
Potentially
okay.
that one could go off.
Well, no. Wait. So the yellow one is already gone off. Oh,
Yeah, there's
wait,
a blue
okay,
one inside the
There's
yellow
a blue one underneath it.
Alright.
They're going to attack it
Well,
again.
Are there these like, besides like just being entrances, are there any like places of note near them, like ruins?
Not ruins, but near the gates are basically to give a little bit more world perspective with this to understand what's going on here. As you know, Black Snow only has 2 entrances, the 2 that are being targeted here. The reason for that is Black Snow is not only the place of undead, but it's also where all the big bad evil guys go to jail that they can't just kill, either because they're too powerful or for political reasons, or if they die, something else can replace them, power shifts, anything like that. So they get stored there in Black Snow under Vecna's watch. That's part of the deal of Vecna being able to exist and other political approvals. So attacking the 2 gates and then the capital would not only release any undead that are not under control, but also would free all the prisoners as well.
Okay.
And they're looking for a powerful body. There could be blood cultists inside there.
Ragnork would nod as long as Braun saying, basically confirming there are blood cultists in the prison, along with other powerful evil people, very powerful evil people.
Also, did Bane get a holy symbol of Lilith from the caverns?
Yeah, you found a couple in there.
I'm saying, like, did we like bring one back?
If you wanted to, you can.
How to say? As for the deity I mentioned earlier, Lilith symbol, you can look out for it. Or the Chateau cultists.
When you put it on the table, Ragnork would take it and he would wave his hand, and you would see multiple copies appear. It doesn't cast a spell; it's an ability he has. Just want to clarify for people who are like, he didn't get counterspelled.
I was
He's
about
emergent.
to counterspell. I was about to.
Yeah, it's not a spell. Just throw it out there.
He's a
I'm
scummy
impressed.
man.
No one always
He's
doing it
got to be
now.
able to.
Out of character. I guess in character a little bit because he is publicly known. Ragnork is known for 3 things: illusions, knowledge, and money.
Also plummeting to
Becoming
earth and
merchant,
nearly
got it.
dying.
What'd you say?
Also plummeting to the earth and nearly dying.
That's a different campaign, good sir. All right.
Yeah.
This is this version's of his character. All right.
Yeah.
There's also a scummy merchant who's got to be able to pull out bootleg versions when he needs.
Exactly.
Okay. So, for all intents and purposes, is this meeting adjourned?
Like again, if no one else has anything else to point out from the
Okay.
player side, the
Well,
meeting
like-
is adjourned. Yes.
Well, I just want to go do something after it's adjourned.
Well, after it's adjourned, you will get your rewards. So unless
Well,
there's something
Yeah,
you want to do.
I'm ready for rewards.
Okay, so
honestly.
just Jasper, I want to go up to the Asmodin representative and just tell him afterwards, like when we're filtering out of the
Yeah.
shop, come to my shop. It's important, please. And I'm gonna wait for him, but that'll be after this.
Persuasion check.
Can I?
Do I see him go up to them?
Yes. But Jasper, give me your persuasion check.
16.
He doesn't confirm or deny it. He just
Okay.
walks away.
Okay.
What was that about?
Nothing important, hopefully.
Jasper. Facing down terrorists who want to destroy the world. Can you please be honest with me? You mentioned you had an in with Asmodin before, and now you're talking to...
I think their king might be missing.
Ah. Why do you think that?
Because I think he was the crazy guy we met in the desert.
Thank you for telling me.
Yeah. Okay, canonically that happened afterwards, okay? So back to the rewards.
Private afterwards. Yep. However
Yeah.
you want to work that out. Perfect.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So once everyone leaves, the only people left is you four, Thea, and Okir, and the guards with the giant bag of holding.
Alright.
Well, Murr's gonna make this very short, sweet, and simple. So for your rewards for the mission, is the following. First things first, Kier, you would receive a pair of bracers of archery.
Nice.
Like
Jasper?
you need more.
Mm-hmm.
You would receive a +1 alchemist toolkit.
Oh shit.
Nice.
Corp, you would receive a knowledge crystal that gives you proficiency in one weapon of your choice, including exotic weapons.
You had me at knowledge. I was like, oh, cool. I get to have high knowledge now. Intelligence score.
No. What it does is basically get proficiency in that weapon that you bought a while back.
Yep, sounds good.
Yep. And then, who am I missing? Oh, what's his name? Man, I'm missing someone, aren't I?
Ash?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ash. Yeah, Ash. Yeah.
Oh.
He's not here. Oh, I guess that's everyone.
Oh, you're talking about. Okay, my bad.
True.
Right, Ragnar.
You. You've done this multiple times before, and I know it's a running joke that you gave people like $50,000 weapons in the last campaign. Randy gave me acid.
Oh man.
Screw you, Chris.
You
I
you
still
already have
remember
a
that.
fancy weapon.
I could get other stuff.
So they
We
would.
could do this. We could do this Christmas catalog style. Just give me the magazine of items, and I'll just circle what I want for him.
They would give you a brooch of shielding.
What's that again?
It's the magic item that makes you immune to magic missile and things like that.
Okay.
I forget what it does off the top of my head. It's called brooch of shielding, is it not?
Yeah, no, it is. I'm looking it up. It's uncommon item. While wearing this item, you have resistance to force damage.
Yeah.
And immunity to magic missile.
So, and then secondary rewards for accepting this mission, the ones that are actually the real rewards here. So Jesper and Ragnar, you would receive letters. Give me 1 second. I will give you those real quick.
Hey.
Oh, like.
If you check your roll 20, it would be in there.
Oh, okay. It's in the
Mm-hmm.
letter from House Amundus.
While you guys are reading over that, Kier, they would take you to the side, and she would conduct the ritual to make you a full member of the Watchers. Additionally, you would receive a boon. I must PM this to you. And Torp, you would be able to talk with Braun, and he would give you a reward where is a boon. It's two things. First off, he tells you your work has opened channels to renegotiate any relationships between Asgard and Black Snow, making opening channels for possibly more people leaving Black Snow, along with other trade routes and other beneficial things to Black Snow. Additionally, you would receive a boon where all your undead under your service torb receive a +1 across the board. So a +1 to attacks, to saves, to AC, and to skill checks. And it's called Boon of the Coffin.
Okay. I'll tell Brom, and I know the new recruits are getting ready to leave, supposedly, of Black Snow. If they do need work or need assistance starting out their lives, I'll tell them where my fort that I'm building is at.
He would say a lot of people would definitely go to you then. It's very hard for people to have a a good starting ground for your type of, or yours and his type of people.
I accept.
All right, cool. You all would see both Jesper and Ragnar reading these letters, and Ragnar would just say suddenly, "I accept." Ragnar. Hold on one second. Let me pull up this. You're my favorite one out of all this. So as you say this, Ragnar, you would be enveloped with a golden glow.
Ooh.
You hover in the air slightly. You receive the boon of nobility. You are now a Thane of East Goldak.
Oh shit!
As a noble of East Goldak, comes with its privileges and responsibilities. You're required to attend a twice a year meeting to discuss taxes, laws, etc. in East Goldak.
Okay.
After the glow happens, suddenly you would all see Ragnar's body convulse, and blood would seep out of his pores.
Oh.
And Ragnar, you're now in pain as this happens.
Oh,
Your
no.
blood would basically eat the glow of light and pull it back into you. Because of this, what happens? You now your boon basically upgraded and fused with your bloodline.
Oh.
You are now no longer a boon of nobility. You're now a boon of royal blood.
Oh, yes. Return of the King, motherfuckers.
You gain a +10 persuasion rolls on anyone who serves under your ruling. And you gain a +5 deception check against others' nobles.
Oh, man.
Including all the other extra stuff in the letter. So your land and your and your house servants and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I was just hoping for a plus cantrip, but this is way better.
I want you to know I'm gonna rob your house.
Oh no, this is really good now, guys. I have like a plot of land. It's by the ocean, right?
Yes, it is. Yes. I would hope you could dock. Does the letter? Oh, the letter doesn't mention it. There is a magic circle in the home, already established, so you can teleport from the Asgard to it anytime or anywhere else in the world.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Just yeah.
I'm probably gonna say
together,
yes,
guys.
but I'm gonna wait.
You're gonna wait? Ooh, I was not expecting that. Awesome. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Well, because Jesper's a bit more cautious about offers of glory, considering turn into a vampire at college.
Well, no, I got mine from Volker. I don't care. I got it from. I trust Volker because he's he fricks my patron. So.
Oh.
Yeah, they're lovers. So.
Yeah, so I'm kind of cool.
He's a good aligned deity.
Yeah.
He is.
Like,
Yeah.
he's fun.
I hope you recognize that name. Who the letter's from?
Me?
No. Park. Italian Stallion.
Xanros?
Oh, you don't recognize the name? Shame.
Come on.
That's a
like
shameful one, sir.
It sounds very familiar. I can't.
No one tell him.
You-
No, you
Someone
can tell
tell
him.
me.
I don't care.
After you fanboyed for him.
He's your number. You're his number one fan.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, is this Captain Better Dude?
No, this is
Oh.
No, it was.
Yeah.
the
If I'm remembering
champion
correctly,
of. Go ahead.
it's
Go ahead.
when we went to the desert. The guy who
Oh,
was fighting there, the
Yeah,
champion
yeah, I remember now.
of the gladiator there. Yeah, who I couldn't even talk to.
I remember
Send me
now.
later. Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
And he knows who you are now. You know,
Yeah.
progression.
I'm gonna take back the whole country. I'm gonna rule it. That's gonna be great. Add a character. What if we don't find their king? What if there was like someone else who had royal blood, who just like stepped in?
You're not a royal of Asmodin, sir. You're
Yet.
a royal blood of the Tritons.
Also,
And Thane
yeah.
of
you're a
Goldak.
Thane of East Goldak, completely different country, and Thane is much lower on the tier list.
However,
Oh, no.
you would
No,
know
I
as
have-
a royal, you have the rights to challenge other royals for their titles and such.
Yeah.
AKA
No, that's what I
Conqueror.
was saying. Like now that I have something, and I do have the Meriwether and Cordson blend, which isn't specific to Asmodin, but it is specific to Tritons, which make up a decent part of Asmodin. So,
Yes.
you
So
know, revolutions have been built on less.
what would have been just like a lowly boon of just like title and privilege fused with your who you are.
Yeah.
So, hey, this was in the making for a hot minute. I was a little worried about you with the whole Meriwether stuff back then, Park. I was like, there's some plot points that we're gonna have to change a little bit here, but we can do it. And then you did what I expected you to do, so it all worked out in the end.
Well, you
Yeah,
thought
so-
I was gonna go Cordson and just
Yeah, yeah.
screw it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, how do I sacrifice this Triton thing? I'm like, no!
I just
Years
wanted to
of
know.
plots making.
Yeah. Okay,
Years of
so.
academy training wasted.
Oh, your God. No. See, now I'm just gonna
Um,
hear you as Buzz Lightyear in my head.
Really quick, can I I don't know if it'll ever have application before we get the Chris's stuff. Can I design my compound, like my center? So
Yeah,
if we
so
ever have to
it's
fight there.
add a character DM to players. This is meant to be like a player's headquarters type thing. Just where you have your clinic and everything, but that's not really a good place for a home base for you guys. It's your place of work, your business, so it's not meant to be a air quotes home base. Also, Oscar is very chaotic.
Also, Oscar can get hit by the nuke. East Goldak cannot. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now you have two places to teleport around to for various reasons. So it works out. In either way, however you guys want to do it, you can.
So, like, I'm just gonna wait to see, like, I'll wait a day to see if the guy shows up.
Yeah. So that ends this part of the session.
Yeah.
The important parts that I wanted to get over with. You, the players, have the floor of what you want to do at this point in time. If you want to take a couple days in Oscar to figure things out, do anything fancy here, you probably have some questions. Or
I
do some
will.
things.
I will note this is decided what I'm doing with the shadow essence.
I was waiting. I was like, I was very vague with my answer with your shadow instance for a reason.
Yeah, I was like,
Um,
do I want to do a weapon or do I want to just absorb it? Now
Yeah.
I know.
yeah, you're probably gonna absorb it now.
Yeah.
So, like I said, you guys have the floor. It's kind of open what you all want to do in Osgard. If you want to run off and go somewhere. But do you know you all agreed to enter the tournament of Asmodin, which is
Yeah.
held in a couple weeks. So you got time before that.
do Thanes have anyone under them? Real quick, 'cause that's what I'm gonna be doing now. Just
What'd you ask?
He wants to know where is at in the hierarchy.
Hierarchy of what?
Thane is very low. So like I don't have
Yes.
any one under me, right? Like it's just
No.
okay. You have this compound. You're wealthy. Like
It's a title of land ownership, not really
Gotcha.
of.
it's like a lord,
But-
basically.
It fused with your blood. Now you have the boon of royal blood, which you're the only royal noble of the Tritons. So again, there's no one above. Well, at least with the Triton, there's no one above you. So
Yeah, but Tritons don't have
That-
anything.
that-
Yeah, no,
that you
I'm
know
not
of.
downplaying it. I was just asking, like, in terms of building the compound. Okay, do I have men to station? Which no, I do not have men to station.
You have well, you do have men. So you would have. Did the letter not cover it? Hold on 1 second here. Read your letter
It
quick.
said you can search for them, I think, unless I misunderstood. Obviously, water droplet.
No, so that's different. That's for your private ship. Sorry, Ragnar. You have an estate on the coast of East Goldak, a large 3-story home with a teleporter circle already linked up. There is a dock that sits a ship with 4 sailors, each paid a full year salary to be your estate caretakers. Also,
I
the
did not
houses
get
are.
any of this.
Oh,
This is
sorry. I
written
guess
down somewhere.
no, this is written down in my notes. Sorry.
Oh,
I
okay.
guess I must have omitted it on the letter. That's my bad. So yeah, you would have 4 sailors slash station hands. They are already established, paid for a year.
Noob.
Yeah, who are all servants of Valkyr. So,
Oh yeah.
oh, Valkyr.
All right, carry on.
So,
Thank you.
So you got royal blood. We have a king. We have a general. Yeah.
an alchemist and an
we have an
assassin.
alchemist healer over here. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you have Shadow Boy.
This is the first time I've ever played a character that was like heir to anything. Usually, I'm just taking stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
It's fun when the DM does things that is
Yeah.
both expected and unexpected.
Yeah, no, it's cool. I'm into it.
I'm glad it made you happy. Anyways, go ahead.
Did my persuasion check get the guy to show up or not?
So yeah, we'll get to that here in a minute. So
Okay.
the answer yes, but yeah. So we still have session time.
Okay, I'm just trying to figure out what's going on because
We've
I'll
only
plan.
been playing for 2 hours, so
I'll plan I'd plan something else if that wasn't happening.
no. So y'all would leave. As a group, what do you guys just want to take a couple days individually, or do you guys have a plan? Why don't you guys go ahead and plan what you want to do moving forward between now and Asmodin?
Oh, I suppose I should once more just the group and get a bit more private location. I'll inform you of what I was investigating.
Yeah, go for it. Yep.
Alright, so previously Kier got a when we were doing the that delivery mission, went to the watch, is his little kind of investigators of some sort.
So the watch, or Strix's watch, they're a group of individuals who are kind of like the Night's Watch of the guards of Osgard. So you have your day guards who are out and about every day. The watch are more your underhanded people, private investigators. Not really private investigators, but yeah, they're more underhanded in what they do, but they still serve the country and the people.
So I informed the watch of that, and they just had me put a tracking spell on the box because the guy is the name we were given was Mr. Schultz. He's apparently gone by a few others, but he has been he's been taking people either dead or alive sometimes, of sometimes to smuggle them out allegedly, or just to kidnap them, and then during my few months of downtime, I was investigating them more by going undercover and trying to infiltrate one of the families under him, one of the crime families, which I successfully did. Although I'm waiting on them to get back so that way I can further gather information.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't.
They kidnap people and are now, as it seems, are likely giving them to the blood cult or part of the blood cult. I don't know.
They have a
We'll find that
headquarters or base of operations that we can infiltrate.
He moves.
Anything blocking any common scrying, anything like that? Yeah, I shouldn't ask. He probably does. Anyone
That's
who's anyone
what I
has an
was trying to-
amulet of non-detection.
what I was trying to.
Well, I'm going to be gone for the next couple of days. I'm going to be setting up my compound before we go to Asmodin.
You all are welcome anytime, of course. But I feel like the sooner we get that to a place where it is, no offense, Jasper, but safer than a clinic, where anyone can just kick down the door, will be a lot safer if we do need to be on the retreat.
Don't remind me.
In the very distance, Thea sneezes, and Pyre as well.
I would like to know Bane did it a couple times too, for the hell of it.
Hey, the first time he took me there, I saw those two kick down a door, so I thought that was the way to enter his door. I kick it down.
Well, no, at least in these couple days, here we'll be absorbing that thing.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, like, you all have, so what is y'all's? The DM is asking the players, what is your plan between now and the tournament? Because it's a very long time.
Honestly,
How long is it? How long is it?
Couple weeks, right?
It's a few weeks. So let me go back home. Let me. It is going to be 5 weeks from now, give or take a week.
Oh, okay. I'm also going to begin. I'm going. From the letter, did Xanros want to be? He can't. He's a different champion. He did not want to be in the crew. He just said there are people who do.
So yeah. So just let you know, you're free to interpret the letter however you wish.
There were other Triton at that tournament, yeah. The one.
I mean, one or two, yeah, but no one specific.
Okay. I guess once I set up the compound, like I am going to say to everyone, I'm going to just go. I'm going to different gladiator, other like tournaments and things like that, looking for strong Tritons who are not currently following Courtson.
Where did Water Droplet go after the meeting?
You know, you
Facebook,
could
guys.
just tell me.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's where I go all the time. Keep out for any Tritons and let them your way.
I would appreciate that greatly, yes. Look, I don't know. Have I told you guys about my crew and my ship?
Not especially.
not
I'll say
particularly.
So
Me?
just full cards on the table, because I do. And let's have this conversation at my place, because I assume it's also built in with non-detection. Not like God.
No, it's not actually.
Oh, it's not? Oh, never mind then.
No. As far as the eavesdroppers, it's no safer than Jasper's Clinic right now. The only difference is there's not people constantly going in and out because it's a store.
Okay, regardless, I still just quick teleportation circle over there. I am, and you all know this bit, obviously I'm of the line of the Triton King. That's nothing new, so it doesn't make me a target, but the other thing that I do have is my patronage is to Vanessa. Vanessa takes the form of a very large, very powerful ship that is currently sunk at the bottom of the ocean. However, once I assemble a worthy crew, I can go to this ship and the ship will rise again. It's very important to me, and it'll be a great asset to all of us along the coast, that is, if I can assemble a worthy crew on the ship with me. I need five members, I think it was. Four.
5 more. 5 more.
Yeah, five more, because I have water.
Yep. And that's just to give it to basic, like out of the water conditions.
Yeah.
Not like full power again.
Yeah. So that is why it is very important for me to find other Triton who are willing to fight. So if you see any, please let me know. Also, please, at this point, I don't think it's best that Asmodin knows of my lineage or anything. When I mentioned it, like offhandedly, none of them seem to react. But I think it's best they don't know about me yet.
For the
No, Water Droplet is not. As for you all, I do consider you worthy, of course, but it's a full-time job and you have all of your own things. Add a character, it can't beat you guys. I mean, it can, but it's kind of like a.
The DMs highly suggest it's not you guys.
Yeah, the DMs said to me it's probably should not be the party.
Yeah, I'm not too good about sailing stuff. Plus, like,
Because
those
you,
chemicals, like, it's light the ship on fire, which doesn't sound good.
you also have to devote yourself to the Patreon as well. So
Yeah. Yes, you all are wonderful, and he looks to Bane. And our agreement, of course, is still intact. We will work together. But as for failing and committing to my god, I didn't think any of you would be interested. But that is where I am at currently. You all know. But that's what I'm going to be working on until we go to the tournament, trying to find the Triton.
the DM's saying you guys got to do other things between now and then.
I know we got 5 weeks.
Yeah, you get 5 weeks. It's a long time.
Yeah.
I'd always go investigate one of
Like
those,
you can take a couple days of downtime for sure. I mean, that's what we're doing right now. But there's other
Right,
things
okay.
you should probably do between now and then.
Jasper,
Please.
do you want to look? Do you want to look for the that you mentioned in Underwater City? You care to help me look for that?
Is that something we can do?
Oh, I just received this letter that we can go and talk to Ragnarok. He knows much about the Triton. If they are trying to launch it from somewhere that we don't even know about, it would be worth
Okay.
looking into.
Like, I have an idea, but I want to get some stuff on lock first. I was actually planning to go hunting for, well, not particularly. Like, I was planning to, I actually have to go to find Yemic. Have I paid him already?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you try. I get the feeling that guy is getting his fucking money.
Well, no, did I pay him the startup cost? What I was asking.
Yeah. So, but the profits you're making, I just underhandedly just like assuming the profits, some profits were cut to him to pay him off. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
So
that's fine. Okay, so Masha, I was planning to go find some, like maybe go to East Goldak, stock up on some mythical creature blood since they have the most of them. Oh, sorry, West Goldak. Go back to the capital we were in. Because if I,
Alternatively, there are those. Is the monster like kind of surge still happening?
yes, it is. So the monster surge happening from Esterbel has gone past any of the guard stations the rangers and druids and such have set up, and the beasts are bleeding into Rosenlee and West Goldak. There's right now there's like bounties on any of the monsters out there. You kill them, you can prove you killed them, you get paid straight up. So
that sounds like a good thing to do to hone our skills, just in case.
And even better, we're going to an arena. We can capture one live.
I mean, if it comes up, sure. So, like, that does sound like something reasonable to do. We could stock up on supplies and hone our skills.
DM, just some clarification. You said there's like things we can do, but I know you don't have anything prepared, so I'm kind of like, right.
So the point of this session was to wrap up the previous arc of, hey, blood dukes are a thing. There's different cults, establishing characters and stuff. Blah 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 blah. Now we're getting to the point of like, okay, you guys are involved on a minimally countrywide, going on worldwide scale of just helping out. And it's now trying to figure out what the players want to do. Because you have the monsters, you have Kier's thing with investigating Mr. Schultz, you have tournaments, you have your own individual things you could do as a group, following up other loose leads, talking NPCs. I just don't know what to prepare. That's the problem. So,
I don't know if I speak for everyone, but I think we need, obviously.
You can speak out of character here. This is a party in and out of character talk to figure things out.
I think a lot of the things you just talked about, like, align. So we're going to Asmodin because we're going there for bait. Like, as far as like the downtime, I'm looking into for like if there is an oceanic city, and obviously establishing my base, so we have somewhere to go, like while we're fighting the blood cult. Like I think it all aligns.
Okay, but we're not having. Okay, the way sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
I was gonna say, wasn't the Oceanic City thing more so just an assumption that like, oh, they could like do things from underwater?
Yeah, but if there's an Oceanic City, I kind of want to find it, so because that's kind of.
I was gonna ask if like, so what you're saying is you want to set up some more sessions between this and Asmodin where we still play other stuff and not just time skip to it?
Yes.
Okay.
Gotcha. Okay.
See, like I thought people were gonna be unclear on that.
I was not clear on that. Sorry.
Yeah.
I apologize.
The tournament would be too soon, and I kind of realized like there hasn't been any like just normal D&D sessions. Everything's been super plot heavy recently, so I just want to do some fun stuff. Like Jasper suggested, go fight some monsters and hone your skills. You know,
Yeah,
gather. Bane wants
Grind
to
some levels.
Yeah, Bane wants to capture some things to sell that works out very well. I'm sure you guys, each of you have things you got to do around the world. You can do them together. Don't assume you have to do them in downtime. You can do them in a session. We still got an hour and a half at the very minimum of today. So if you guys want to go around and investigate, if you all want to go together and look at Park's new home together, let's go do it. We'll do it right now. I could do that. I have all that planned out. If you want to go talk to Ragnarok and ask him questions about the world as the historian that he claims to be, go for it. If you want to go investigate other members of Heaven's 12, if you want to go investigate this, talk to these people, that's fine. So long as it's not like any combat things, we can do it right now. So that way we can better plan out what to do next week as a session and other weeks upcoming. Because I want to do at least 2, maybe 4 sessions between now and the big tournament arc. Because the tournament arc, you also have to keep in mind from an in-character perspective, your bait. You have to make yourselves look strong. So if you walk up in there as a little 5s, pretty on average, it ain't gonna be very good bait.
I'm thinking for Kyr's disguise, he will be Auntie Pureblood. You know, lean into it.
Go for it. So.
You guys want to go to my place?
I got something to
Hey,
take. Yeah.
Check out the crib.
Again, you don't have to do everything. We can do things out of chronological order for the downtime purpose. It's somewhat fine.
Yeah.
If we want to do Jesper's thing first, we could do that right now. I'm assuming now. My question for you, Jesper, is: do you want to do this in private, or are you gonna be doing this with everyone else?
It's like I'll invite. I will let. I trust you guys well enough. I'm just gonna say you guys can stay around, but just make yourselves a bit scarce. Just go upstairs or something. Like I'll let them hear.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay. So we all good with doing this one first?
Sure.
All right, cool. So you all make yourself scarce in the thing. You're still nearby, easily within earshot, but not to the point of where it looks like you guys are like going to jump them if someone shows up. Later on that evening, Jesper, a lone individual would walk in looking for you.
Yeah. Ah, there you are. Is it the emissary?
It's not the emissary, but someone who is human, and he basically says that he's here because you asked the emissary to show up. He's representative of Asmodon.
Okay, that's confusing, but all right.
It's America. As
No, that's
bureaucrats are
Ramsyria.
bureaucrats.
Yes, Ramsyria is America. Rasmodon is Rasmodon.
Yeah. Okay. Look, so do you know a bit about what's going on in the Asmodon government right now?
What government?
Asmodon's?
What kind of question? Yes, I know how the government works. I'm the secretary for the emissary. Yes.
It's a kingdom, right?
Well, yes.
It has a king, right?
Yes.
Is the king missing right now?
No.
Insight.
Can they insight check because they can hear?
You can,
We can't read their facial expression. He's downstairs.
No, but we can hear. No, we can hear.
Yeah, you can hear. So if everyone but Jesper roll with disadvantage, Jesper roll normally.
I don't care. I'm up there trying to break down a weapon, so.
13.
No, Bragdar's gonna go to Bane, please. This is important to me. Can you please?
And making my weapon for the games is not important. He throws a spit.
So for the two people who rolled,
It's like,
so
it's fine.
Jesper, you think he's telling the truth. You don't see any dishonesty on him. Kier, you think he's definitely telling the truth. He seems insulted by such a question, based off his voice.
Alright. Big question. How hard are these to get? And I pull out the symbol.
You pull it out, and he looks at it, and it takes him like half a heartbeat to realize what it is. And you pull it out, and he's like, and he like closes your hand around it and shoves your hand to your chest. It's like, why do you have that? Why did you bring it out in the public? What the fuck are you doing? He's like looking around for anyone anywhere.
Bane, Ragnar says like, wait, what did you pull out? Wait, what did you just pull out?
He definitely hears me up there pissed off with my weapon going bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah. Anyways,
That's actually a good cover.
All right. Look, the reason I asked is I know, I'm going to whisper a bit, I know it's the royal symbol. Crazy guy.
It's not just a royal symbol. This is basically an IOU from the king.
Yeah, I think he gave it to me.
Probably did. He does this all the time. He's crazy. Well, he's a good guy, but he's crazy. He gives out IOUs to just random strangers across the world. It's really weird.
Okay.
Every one of his advisors suggests he doesn't do it because if another king of another country pulls it out and asks him to give over the country, he will.
Oh my gosh. Does Ragnar hear this?
I think
like,
we're whispering. at this point.
He's exaggerating a little bit, but
Yeah,
he's not telling a lie.
I know, but Ragnar
we're
hears that.
after he does this, we're whispering, so it's gonna be harder for you to hear, Ragnar.
No,
Can I roll
he's
perception?
It definitely sounds shout whispering.
yeah, it's definitely shout whispering, so it's like normal talking levels. It evens out. Anyways, Jesper.
So, question: is he missing?
No, he's literally in the kingdom right now. I just saw him 2 days ago.
All right, was he traveling in West Goldak a while ago?
He shrugs. I don't know. I'm not this keeper. He goes and does whatever the fuck he wants. He's the king. You can't tell the king no.
Oh, fair. Okay, sorry. I was just worried because, he wanders around. I was
You're
looking at-
worried. I'm worried that you have one of these things. What are you gonna do with it?
Keep it as a memory keepsake.
Oh hell no.
The guy, he looks both like insulted, but at the same time relieved.
Look, I just say to say this. I know it's powerful. I would only pull this out if my life was in absolute danger and I was an asthma and I needed help. I've only used it once before.
No, you haven't used it. If you did, you wouldn't have it.
Tell that to your outpost that got raided by pirates.
He waves his hands. He waves his hands. No, using and showing it are two different things.
Wait, it's not magical, is it?
No, you
No.
showed it as like a
No.
status
It's like
kind
a,
of
it's
thing.
like,
You
it's like a
didn't
token.
turn in a favor. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
What
an
you used it
IOU.
as is like a holy symbol, like to say, "Hey, I'm chill." But,
Okay, so like I could
that's
spend
it.
it to get a favor from the king. Is what you mean?
Yeah.
Yes. You kind of use it as a, I'm someone different, kind of like a because you use it. Fucking, what was the little guy's name? Fuck, I forget the
Neris.
Triton's
Neris.
Neris, thank
Neris.
you. You showed it off to him, but you didn't like use it on him. Using it would add a character, make it go poof, and use up.
Oh, okay.
shit.
So it is
Sabato.
kind of magic, or something. Okay, no, I wasn't. Look, I wasn't planning on using it unless push came to shove, and it felt my only option. It's a very useful little tool to have in my back pocket.
Yes, it is.
I was just worried because the king seemed nice, and I didn't want him to be in danger, so I wanted to check.
Of course he's nice. He's the king.
Not all kings are nice.
What this one is.
Okay, yeah. I swear to God, if you guys rob me, I will poison all of you.
As you say that, Ragnar's just looking at Kier like, "Oh, what's your price? Everyone's got a price."
I have enough money to buy another arcane cannon. Okay, sorry. I've apologized for bothering you.
It's no bother.
Yeah.
Do you need anything? You have any questions?
Well, we're gonna be visiting your town in a while. Can you give us any scouting tips on who we're gonna be facing in the arena?
It's open invitation. It could be anyone.
Well, that's all I came for. I just wanted to make sure the old coot was okay.
Of course. Why'd you have to be all this cloak and dagger stuff? You could have literally just asked anyone.
Well, people lie.
You know that's fair.
I mean, how many people do you think were telling the truth in that courtroom today? Why do you think I asked in
Uh,
private?
Probably like 2.
Exactly my point. I am trying to be an honest, upstanding businessman, not lie to anybody. It's
Oh, good luck on that.
I try. Hey, my store's still intact.
True.
Doors notwithstanding.
He didn't know anything about the doors, so how would you know?
Yeah.
Your door is in pristine condition. It's identical than it was before.
Yeah, like I'm just
Sure,
making
I
I'm
will.
just making it that this campaign's running gag is Jesper's doors. But thank you for coming and confirming. I
One nuke
apologize
will
for
go off, and the
yeah.
only thing that'll survive is that door.
Yeah. I apologize for taking up your time, but now you know I am not going to use this in any untoward way towards Asmodin. I swear.
He nods. Okay, good. Thank you.
Okay. Have a good day. Do you want some booze?
I need at least 2 drinks after this encounter.
I give him like one giant thing of whiskey.
He takes it and leaves.
Yeah. All right. Okay, guys, you can come down.
Jesper, what the hell?
Well, I could be the king of Asmodin if I wanted to be.
Theoretically.
Yeah. Theoretically. You don't even
Yeah.
have a bloodline. It'd be crazy if you knew someone who did have a bloodline and was working for his people and, like, basically since you've known him, was looking for a chance to get to Asmodin, and then you hid something like that from him. It'd be crazy.
In my defense, I didn't think it was that powerful.
Jesper.
I legitimately, Chris, as a person, didn't think IOU said, "Hey, can I be king now? I could be a ticket." Like, I didn't think. I
Yes,
think
but
I thought maybe, oh, can I have some powerful weapons, or can I
Oh,
have
I
some
don't think you
potions?
could be king. I think you can ask for like a plot of land or something.
Yeah.
Like, I
to
don't-
be fair, the king did seem rather eccentric.
Look, I didn't want to give you false hope because I wasn't sure if the crazy guy was ripping us off.
What do you intend to do with it now?
Okay, can you bear with me here? You've already got some cool land in Goldak. And the thing is, if we go up there and just say, take over the king and put you on the throne, you know what's gonna happen? There's gonna be a rebellion, and military leaders won't like that. Hell, he
I'm
said,
not asking you to do that. It's not about that, Jesper. I agree. I agree with that. What I don't like is you didn't feel comfortable sharing that with me. Like, you're not.
dude, you tried to kill a guy in a boat 3 days ago for mildly being from Asmodin.
That was way more than 3 days ago.
3 weeks ago,
That
I said
That
3
was
weeks.
I was before the time skip.
Oh,
That was months ago before I like got a patron and everything.
like last
Stopped
time,
trying to kill
like,
everything.
okay, let me put it this way. Last time we did anything involved with Asmodin, you tried to kill a kid over and over in a boat. I was kind of worried about how your brain was. Now that you're calmer, I feel more comfortable telling you this.
All right.
Is that fair?
That's fair.
Okay.
We met the king in the desert.
Apparently.
You know, a part of me knew. I'm going to be honest. This is out of character because wasn't his name Cord or something.
His name was Zechariah.
No, Cord was like the spirit thing.
Oh, gotcha.
The king's name was Zechariah, if I remember correctly.
Yes, King Zechariah.
What race was he?
Human. Because, like, I remember us going, oh no, it's biblical!
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, now I remember that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
But so, is everyone chill now? I'm gonna keep this, just in case. If push comes to shove, we can go take it to Asmodin and get our asses some nice loot. Or possibly give you Kingdom back. Oh hell, maybe even negotiate a peace treaty with the Tritons that are left once we go find their underwater village.
Truthfully, I jest, but I don't know if I want that anymore. Like the whole kingdom, all of that. I kind of just. My people are fine. I was lied to. They're not in. Some of them are in slavery, but they're on ships. Like, it's good luck to have a Triton on a ship. I'm more interested in finding out about the underwater city and my own ship now. In the future, I understand I was a bit erratic when you first met me, but can we be a bit more open about things. I'm trying to be as well, but we're a team now. We're trying to stop terrorists from destroying the world. I think it's important that we share these things. That would be a major help in the future.
Yeah. No. Okay. So that's happening. Okay, yeah, it's like I won't keep anything for you guys anymore. It just I was kind of worried before you went through this little journey of self-discovery.
Sure, I understand that.
Yeah. I mean, you remember Bane just randomly killing a pirate for no reason?
Not for no reason.
Okay, randomly killing a
Bane's up in the
pirate.
forge upstairs, just like banging.
Yeah. It's like
I want to
No.
know while Bane is hammering away, Kier's just summoning it like a dagger of shadow and just tossing it in the air so it disappears, and then summoning another one,
okay.
just tauntingly.
Well, that's all I've got right now.
Right.
I am probably gonna say yes to that house thing, like once they go back to bed, though. I just wanted them there for that thing.
I'm just looking into what I'm gonna have to rob, so that way we can do an underwater mission.
Are you gonna accept the letter?
Yeah, I'm gonna accept it like after in private.
All right, I'll go ahead and start paying you. Think.
Yeah, like we can just skip to the actual session. We can skip to either getting ready to go to brain. Getting ready to go to Ragnar's house, or getting ready to go to the monster hunting.
1 second. All right, so you accept. So you get this, and I'll tell you what the 2 blood vials do.
Yeah.
That's your boon.
Okay.
And there's your 2 blood samples.
Holy sh! Okay.
What is it?
Unicorn and salamander blood.
Holy crap, unicorn.
See our
Okay.
creatures.
Bane.
Question.
that's-
Yeah. Question about the first one. Can I use it between
Mhm.
2 people that aren't me?
Yes. It's gotta be willing targets.
Okay. I will put that on my character sheet later.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
You want to tell
Basically,
the party what it is?
yeah. Basically, like I didn't know. Basically, whoever has the most hit points, you are now a walking health potion.
Me?
Yeah, I can take health points from you and give them to anyone else.
No.
I
I can already do that. I have life transference.
That's what I just got from my boon, if I understand
Yeah.
correctly.
Jasper's a 1-to-1 blood transference boon. So he could take HP from one willing target and give it to another willing target.
Nice.
Wait a minute. So I can summon like 5 zombies. So you can take the health from my zombies and give them to somebody else.
Technically, yes. If they have
Oh,
blood,
yeah.
yes.
It has to be with blood. That's the only thing. And some
no,
undead
skeleton.
don't bleed. So
Well, zombies do. Skeletons.
they have ichor, not blood. Also, Torbay doesn't kill. Is ichor, not bloody.
Oh, yeah, that is true.
And he's a
You did say
dragger.
that.
He's not
Oh
per block anymore.
Well, question. Could
Actually, wait. How does necrotic damage affect Torbane?
It doesn't.
To heal him?
No, so necrotic. So he's resistant to necrotic, just like how Radiant does double. Or sorry, he's immune to necrotic, I should say. No, wait. He's not spoiled a future thing, Max. Right now, he's resistant to necrotic.
Oh, life
So he'll-
transfer is actually really good for him then. Oh wait, no,
But he-
it's still twice the necrotic damage you take.
Yeah.
So-
Twice what's rolled.
It's not Park's rules. This is so.
Good.
But yeah, Jesper, since Ash is temporarily gone, I was like, I'll change his boon and make it more of a support one.
Yeah.
So, because what it was before, it was going to be a life steal ability for you, where you can take HP from a target. It's like an offensive attack. Like your bite is just now you can do it repeatedly at range.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
But since Ash is gone, I was like, they need like a bit more healing supportive guy, so I gave you life transference.
I mean, that could work, but wait, is there a range on it, or is it just melee?
Well, life transference?
Yeah.
I didn't think about a range. We'll go with 60-foot range.
Okay, like, see, that works better because that means I can just potentially just keep up Ragnar and just keep chugging potions in the back, just going heal, 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 chug,
Yeah.
chug,
Yeah,
chug.
it's an action to life transference, but it's a bonus action to drink a potion. So you can drink a potion and then transfer whatever health you gain to him.
Yeah.
So yeah, you could
That's-
definitely do that.
I should
That's
probably
cool.
take the
And
tough
once
feat for
again-
this.
Does anyone not have a bag of holding yet?
I can make another one next level, or I can.
Well,
I don't
you
really
guys
need
got a bag
one.
of holding.
I don't really need one. I don't have
Yeah,
that.
bag of holding was part of the rewards as well, because that's where all the rewards came out of. It's the bag of holding.
All right.
Oh, nice.
So
Good
that's one.
box.
Or about you? Do you have one?
No, I could use one.
All right, I'll steal one on our way to.
Okay, that
Estebel.
works.
No.
Just Jesper, how
On
much
our,
is a
when we're going to Estebel.
do Chris, do you use discerning merchants for
Yes.
prices of items? Okay, might want to try to exchange the brooch of shielding. Look, it doesn't.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Yeah.
You, that was reward I just kind of filled in because
Yeah.
yeah, the real reward was the other thing.
Yeah, yeah, no,
I
it's
just
far better. It was kind of just like, that's doesn't really.
yeah, I did random loot table for that one. I was like, but chill. If you want to sell it, go for it. It's not gonna hurt my feelings.
Okay,
So
thanks.
basically, I think I'm assuming it just has to be an uncommon item.
Uncommon.
Yeah, if you want to
applicable,
exchange
so
for another
no-
uncommon item, just let me know and
Yeah.
you can get that instead.
Yeah, so
Then-
no armor, no swords, just like it has to be same
yes.
category kind of thing.
Yeah, same
uncommon.
category. So whatever that fucking item type is called, wondrous
I don't
item.
know. I'm looking. Wondrous item.
Wondrous or jewelry, so like ring, necklace, amulet.
Gotcha. Thank you.
So yeah, just go through it and PM me what you want to exchange it to, and I'll vet it. So, and if you
Fair
see a
enough.
common item you want instead, you can get 2 commons. I'll do 2 commons or 1 uncommon.
All right. Thank you.
So, moving on. So we did that. Jesper, you accepted that thing. There you
Yeah.
go.
Here's gonna shadow essence.
Yeah, we can do that real quick. So Shadow Essence, pretty straightforward. You just go. So, however, I have to ask, what are you focusing on when you absorb it? What
In
are
like
you?
what way?
What are you trying to do with the essence when you absorb it? Are you trying to just do a straight +1 bonus? Are you trying to do extra damage? Are you trying to make it do a passive effect? Something new? Are you trying to enhance a boon? What are you trying to do here with it?
I think something new.
Something new? Okay, give me an idea. Like what direction are you going for? Movement, attack, utility, sight, detection, healing, stealth.
Q's pretty good. Stealth, I'm pretty covered. I guess movement.
Movement. All right. And roll me a 1d12.
Get that shadow jump.
7.
7. All right. Let me open up my little cheat sheet of bringing the mass abilities. All right. I gotta reword this for shadows. Hold on a second here.
Actually, smart is having that template, just like you can change theming.
Yeah. I have a whole bunch of boon templates I made when I was making this campaign, and I have like elemental stuff. So I was looking at shadows, and I was like movement. I got like 3 movement ones, but for shadow, I got one. It's fire. It's basically rocket feet. I got a couple other ones, but I'm not going to talk about that. One of them is based off your thing. So let's go with this.
Shadow should be easy for you since you made my shadow paladin.
Yeah, but like this is different. His is like a movement thing. I don't have any shadow paladin movement things. So and shadow jumps too cliche. So I'm not
that
gonna
was
do
too
it.
that was too epic for that. You gave me that though.
Yeah.
Guys?
Yeah, we're
Yep.
here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guys,
I'm just looking
at
at items. Sorry, just
Yeah,
going
yeah.
through.
Okay, then honestly, I can't think of anything else. Is that the? I feel like we got most of the session done right now.
Gotta do, like, go do MTV cribs.
Yeah, we just go.
Still
Do,
just
Yep.
yeah, we can just go do cribs at Ragnar's place.
still got to
Yep.
determine what we're gonna do.
Pit my.
Are we all?
I think we're like
Uh,
pretty well agreed on monsters, aren't we?
Ooh.
yeah, I'm cool doing monsters, and then we got time. So, just in order of events, we got monsters. Here, was there anything else you wanted to do?
Well, I mean,
Um,
looking at the map, is there a way we could like just like go boop 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 all the way up to Asmodeth?
Well, no, because mine includes what I want to do. Also, like, searching for the underwater city. Like, is like near
Where
Asmodeth.
would
So,
we-
I'm saying monsters first.
so we
Then we
go from somewhere in here, like around here, and we go like down here.
Tournament would be in the capital of Asmodeth, so.
Yeah, and then from there we go to there.
I mean, you guys, like I said, you have until next Sunday to plan this out better. So like, you can like kind of like chat to each other and then just be like, "Hey, Mr. DM, here's our plan. We're gonna leave. We're gonna take the boat, sail across the sea to Estabel, fight some monsters for a couple weeks. Here's some monsters we're looking for. Then we're gonna go down to such and such place and do such and such. Then go to such and such place and go to such and such. Go to Asmodeth and look up underwater cities, or go to Ramsir and do underwater cities. Go to West Kodak and look up underwater cities." And then we're going to end up at Asmodeth just in time for the tournament arc. Well,
we can figure that out through the week. We'll just obviously let you know so you have time to plan. But I don't have like a solid thing in mind right now.
that's what I'm saying. You got days. Like today wasn't meant to be a very big, heavy ended session. It was, like I said, meant to start arc 2. So,
Yeah.
And we
which
level up
is
because it's arc 2, right? Like we're level 6 now.
no, you're not level 6.
No,
Sadly
like
not.
we might do
You
that.
got
Okay,
boons.
that's why we're training
That's
with
what-
monsters.
You know, that's why we
Uh,
gotta grind some monsters.
I know.
Yeah.
We grind.
We're having our
So-
training arc, dude.
Oh
Exactly.
yeah, I'm with it.
Training montage.
Dun-dun-dun. Cool. Well, if there's nothing else, does this session end?
I think it's a good place to end it.
I like that I'm this ridiculous. Somehow I've managed to get to plus 11 to hit with my bow.
Can I get a bracer of archery, but for cantrips?
Sadly, no, it doesn't exist like that.
Doesn't exist yet.
Damn. Can I get a +1 ring of cantrips?
Oddly enough, you want to hear something hilarious?
I think there's a you can just get a mage focus of +1. Or
Oh, so
or
just
Oh,
get
is that a
focus.
thing?
Yeah.
Oh, is it a thing?
yeah.
It is kind of funny because
That's
the
cool.
the +1 alchemy supplies actually applies to all my spellcasting too.
Yes,
Because
it does. It's a your alchemy size. Oh, you're explaining it. My bad.
Because like my alchemist, because alchemists cast through their alchemist supplies, so I just have like so my firebolt just comes out of a beaker.
What is that
Yeah. So there's you
under?
can get spell focus, which is a +1 spell focus for uncommon.
What is that under in the thing? I find that I can't. find
Probably weapons. Somewhere.
Isn't there a search warlock focus?
Oh yeah, shoot, you're a warlock, right? Pact
So
Rod of the Pact Keeper.
Yeah, because they have the rod and then they have the ruby one, don't they?
The ruby one's for wizards, which is like yeah, just get a Rod of the Pact Keeper. There you go. While you're holding this rod, you get +1 to spell attack rolls and saving DC of your warlock spells. Yeah. And in addition, you regain 1 warlock spell as an action while holding the rod.
Oh yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah, there you go.
And it's uncommon. Cool. Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, thanks.
Boom. Easy.
Cool. All right. Well. See you
You
guys.
want to show off your crib?
Oh yeah, sure. Are we doing that now? Yeah, sure. Let's do it.
Yeah. See, unless you got to go
Good,
right
bro.
now, obviously we're good.
No, I'm good. I got a bit of time.
Okay. Yeah. So your air quotes crib is a 3-story tall building on the upper coast. So on the map, it's up here in this area, on this coast right here.
Dope.
Yeah. So nowhere near the magical city. It's more the further away type area from East Goldak, or the main area. You know, more countryside ish. It's on the coast, so beach house front mansion type looking area. There's 4 individuals. Races don't really matter. They're paid for a year. They take care of your place for you, and they all have sailor backgrounds and are clerics of Valkyr.
Awesome.
So, any other specifics? It's all up to you what you want. Do you want some mahogany chairs? You can have them in your tiny group.
You see a table of mahogany with mahogany chairs with cushions on the mahogany around them, because that's class. We've upgraded to the highest part of life now, boys. And as far as like the way the base is or the land is situated, I have it sort of like do any of you know how they did like the sort of I'm blanking on the term right now, but it's I think they're called dikes in the Netherlands, where there's like areas where they dug down and then water fills into the areas. So there's basically dikes leading up to this fort that's mostly made of stone. It's built into the side of the mountains overlooking into the ocean. So ease of access in connection. If there's ever a time where you need to go from the base directly into the ocean, you can do so. And it's I guess the best comparison is like an Italian villa, like by the water. That's very, very fancy.
Of course,
very
the
dressed up.
Italian makes an Italian reference to his own place.
Yeah, well, as I was describing, like it's just an Italian villa. But yeah, that's the place. And plus, any base built on a mountain is just automatically easier to defend if it was not built on a mountain. Sweet. How, like, in terms of how big it is, like how compared to like the guild hall, it's like a quarter of the size, or how big are we talking?
What'd you ask?
Like how big is it, the base?
Like I said, it's a 3-story building or home.
Cool.
So it's decent size. It's larger than any average American home, obviously, and it's a whole entire estate. So it's not like a small yard. It's like an actual Thane's home with actual land. So
I'm gonna send a picture of what I'm picturing right now in my head in a second. But yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, I think everyone's good. If you want to do anything else, just shoot me a PM or put in the downtime, and I'll get to it. And then Sunday, unless I'm told otherwise, we're going to do monster hunting.
Is there a forge here?
He does not have a forge in his home. No.
Yeah.
Cough at his house.
He has a ship repair dock, however.
Yes. Feel free to use that if you so wish.
I need to figure out
It's
how to
more
set
a woodworker's
first.
area than a smithing area. But you could easily convert it if you wish to. That works out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Up on the cliff, and yeah.
Then I'm gonna stop the recording here because it's getting high.
Go for it.
Okay.